Mark. Okay, so we are gathered again tonight. Whose turn is it to recap?
Not it.
Hopefully not John,
John.
because John's getting a pizza. Henry, why are you being all weird?
Not it. I butchered it last week.
Scott's turn.
You did, in fact,
It's
butcher
always
last
my
week.
turn. Okay,
I'm
let me
pretty
look
sure
at my
it's your
notes.
turn.
Wow.
Okay.
He just turned on a desk lamp, guys. Just saying.
Yes, I'm blind.
Yeah.
I'm blind as shit, guys. Well, sorry, Brian. Present company.
What do you mean?
Wow.
I didn't turn on the desk lamp. I can see just fine.
That was
Blind
So-
blinder than the blind guy.
Blind
How
as
does
shit,
that
blind
feel, old
would be
We
man?
left the Wizard of Wines with our 3 packages of ale in a cart that we borrowed from the Wizards of Wine, and we headed back into Valakai, expecting to use the wine.
The Wizard of Wines.
I'm sorry, Wizard of Wine. Expecting to use the wine as a token of our appreciation and trying to get back into the city in the Burgermeister's good graces. Little did we know that there had been a changing of the guards in Valakai. Lady Walker is now the new Burgermeister, and it seems that she and the townfolk disposed of the old Burgermeister. An attack by Strahd.
Okay, I gotta jump in. It's Burgomeister. A
okay.
Burgermeister is what Hamburglar was.
I like my version better.
Okay.
You're just a DM.
If you're saying it wrong on purpose, no problem. Continue.
No, actually, I thought it was Burgermeister.
I know. That's why I had to say something.
Wait till we get to the next town.
When Lady
and
Walker
she's
says
Burgermeister.
rubble, 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 then she's a Burgermeister.
Yes, yes, my Burgermeister. So, apparently, in our absence, Strahd had attacked the town, and the townspeople, having enough with this foolishness of being willfully happy all the time, rose up, took the old Burgermeister and
What?
his wife.
Why did
put him in the-
Strahd attack?
I don't know. I guess Strahd wanted that chick that we left behind.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah. It's in the notes. No more festivals. They locked the old guy and his wife into the stocks and they stoned them to death. Which is
It's a bad way to
very
go.
Pleasant. It is a bad way to go. It's a hard way to go. Then
Oh.
we took the kegs to the Blue Water Inn where we sold them. And we decided to walk around and talk to Isaac and Victor. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. We go to see Isaac and Irina.
First, it was time to sink or swim.
I think there's one more.
As I did.
Ismark is the name.
Yeah, Ismark. The cottage that they had been burned in that attack by Strahd, and Irina had been bitten for a second time by Strahd. We ascertained it had been about a week since the last one. After 3 bites, she likely turns into a vampire. So we think maybe if the Strahd gods are lucky, we've got about a week to answer the phone.
That seems.
Yes.
Where are you coming up with a week?
Well, it had been
That's what
a
she said.
week. Yeah, it had been a week since their first bite. So we're doing a very loose extrapolation that Strahd would only come back a week from now. She's got to regenerate blood or something.
Or
Or it had to do with the
it's
move.
been a week since he knew where she was.
Oh.
Because he actually tried to go after her on night 2 at the first church. When you guys drove him off.
Yeah.
Okay. So we went to see Lady Walker, and something was a little bit different about her. Before, we had been told that she wasn't really into Strahd. Now, all she wants to do is stay out of his way and give him what he wants. She seemed almost robotic, and like she was used to this or had been in this place before of having characters or adventurers come up. She had a fiend or a demon that was invisible on her shoulder that Jimmy Two Squalls was able to ascertain utilizing some of his magic. And she gave us a note from Strahd, an invitation from Strahd himself to come to the castle. We decided to leave from that very interesting dinner and go talk to Victor. And when we got to Victor at the old Burgermeister's house, we found him upstairs trying to do a teleportation spell on a hapless servant girl. We stopped that, and Victor has decided, like the urchin he is, to come with us. Apparently, he's tried this teleportation spell a few times with varying degrees of success, meaning no success. Teleportation, blah, 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 blah. We really didn't know what to do with Irina and Ismark, so we decided that a good course of action would be maybe to take them to the church where we had returned the bones of Saint Andral, hoping that that would be consecrated ground. We talked to the father that was there. He agreed to keep them for a week, again on the presumption that we had before, and we thought that we had everything worked out, that we could leave in the morning, perhaps go to Alanstrad or
Argenvest Vault.
Yep, that's it. Argan's Vault. And we started settling down for the night when Jimmy, who had been bitten by a werewolf sometime before, decided that he wanted to try his lycopathy, whatever, curse, and turned into a werewolf. Unfortunately for him, he did it during Tibble's watch, and Tibble was able to stun lock him. We were able to get him tied up. We deposited him into a chest where we waited out the curse and waited for Jimmy to come back. When Jimmy did come to, he had no idea what had happened, and the father of the abbot is not too happy.
Very good, thank you. Inspiration.
Oh, yes, thank you. I'm going to turn off my light now.
I'm glad you're inspired.
So, I don't think Scott really missed anything. You're in the church. You're in the bedroom. Jimmy is returned to his normal form. He doesn't really have any memory of the events that transpired while he turned into a werewolf, outside of the fact that his crotch hurts. The priest seems very upset. He is standing there staring at you all standing in the doorway, holding his holy symbol of the Morning Lord.
I'd like to talk to the priest and try to be like, it's okay. This has never happened before. May I speak with you?
He is of the general opinion that it's time to sever all ties with your party as you are corrupt.
Yeah, guys, dicks.
Do we know that he could have got this when we fought the werewolves?
You guys have... By the time I was 7, I knew that in real life, by the time I was 7, I knew that if a werewolf bites you, you become a werewolf. So, yeah. I'm going to assume at some point in time you've heard some folktale or legend that was if you get bit by a werewolf, you can turn into a werewolf yourself.
We assure you that Jimmy did not do this on purpose. We were hunting werewolves before. I don't know if you've been attacked yourself by them, but he did manage to get bitten. We didn't really think much of it at the time.
And Jimmy is leaving with us.
Yes, but all who travel with you could be corrupted. It's best that we just sever our ties now. He is not interested in keeping Irina and Ismark.
Okay. Well, in that case, I guess we'll have to tell the party that was interested in the bones of Andral that we know where they are.
Oh, wow. Wow. Wow.
Damn.
I'm totally going to back up his story and just try to emphasize, did they say we could just go back to the Wizard of Wines to get there? That's about a day's travel.
Wow. Can make an intimidation check, one of you.
Oh, that would be you.
It's not totally my jam.
I'm
He
actually pretty
seems
good
frustrated.
at it. I can do that.
He definitely seems alarmed. And he says, "Look, I have an entire city to protect. This church is the only hallowed ground in the valley, short of going to Kresk. They don't allow outsiders. So I cannot risk this entire town for 2 people. Especially
but
2 people who Strahd has a keen interest in. I can help you any other way, but you can't stay here.
we're the reason this ground is still hallowed.
Which is why you should be the first one to acknowledge that this ground being hallowed because of you is the exact reason you should not stay here and spoil it.
Oh, we're not going to stay here, but
You are a werewolf. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
feel
gonna
for
stay
your
here.
pain, but I have seen this battle. You will lose it. Eventually you will succumb, and there will not be anyone here to speed bag you in the nuts. All right, he doesn't say that.
Yeah, nice, nice.
I needed that
Nice.
for me.
Nice.
There won't be someone here to stop him, to stop you next time.
Yeah.
It's like, you need to leave, and I'm sorry. If you're not here, I can already see she's been bitten twice. Strahd will come for her again. And if she's in the same town that he found her in now, he'll find her easily.
It's a fair point.
So I'm sorry. You can't stay. I can't keep them. I would if I could. I'll keep the children. But
What children?
she can... The 3 orphans you've brought him at this point?
Oh, okay, okay. That's fair. That's fair.
I can keep the children. I cannot give them sanctuary. Hallowed ground or not, if Strahd wants in here, he'll get in here.
Let's be honest with guys. Are the children really safe with him either?
Wow.
I'm assuming that was out of character.
Oh, me too.
Yes. It was a... Yeah, it was definitely out of character, because otherwise it didn't make sense.
I take it you
That's
went
fine,
out,
that's
Henry?
fine.
All right, come on.
Well, I'm
There you go.
definitely not staying, because I have to hold out long enough to... Oh, is you guys put it on still?
I said let Henry out.
Oh, it's no problem. I'm definitely not staying, because I need to fight it long enough for us to kill Strahd. And after that, I don't care what happens. So, let's go.
Jason, did we get a long rest out of that?
Alright, I love you.
Yes, you do get a long rest through the night.
Oh, wait. Hang on.
Is he in his room?
Mm-hmm.
Before you hit the rest button, I think the key that I burned, or the key that I used fighting Nick when he was a werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that just happened. So
It won't matter,
I
though.
shouldn't get
When
I shouldn't get rested out of it.
No, you do. Your rest has to be interrupted for an hour before your rest is before a long rest is invalid.
The point is, the battle that we just had was the battle in which I burned the key.
Yeah, but at the end of the long rest is when you get the key back.
I see. Okay.
Just like a short rest, if you're interrupted for less than 10 minutes, you still get your short rest.
Okay.
I think it's 10 minutes. It's not long.
So just to verify, he said outsiders are not welcome in Krez, correct?
Yeah, he's saying the Kresk is too small for all of Valakai to go there.
Alright.
But, like, we would be welcome there.
Maybe. I don't know. I
Can he
could
give us some?
I
Can
could
he help grease the wheels?
I could send you a scroll if the burgomaster there takes it to the abbey. I'm sure my word could get you in. I'll be happy to do that for you.
I think that's fair.
So let's see. We saved the church down.
Since I last saw you, I've been busy. I have managed to create this. We pulled out 2 vials from a chest.
Holy water.
No, 2 vials of potions of healing, as well as 2 vials of holy water. But
Well, if he's offering them, we'll accept them.
he seems really disappointed that he can't. That he's. Let me say, he seems to feel bad.
Yeah. Not that bad, though.
Not bad enough to let you stay, but
Yeah.
from his perspective, this ends really poorly. Yeah, I've added those
Strahd.
to the party inventory.
Okay.
I don't have much to say, and I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
I understand his perspective, and I appreciate his help.
So I guess our
But at
two
some
options.
point, he needs to be the light that's the change in this place. And I don't have anything else to really tell him after that.
He seems really conflicted, but he seems set on his choice.
All right, let's go, guys. No time to waste. We got a vampire to kill.
So if he can write that scroll that tries to get us in the good graces of the abbot, paying, special, I guess,
The Abbot of
attention
Costello.
to to our risking of life and limb to return this bones of Saint Andral. Yeah, maybe that'll help.
Okay, I've added Victor to the party.
All right. And we're off. Now we're stopping. Are we stopping in Ralston Town before we go, or no?
No, I'm provisioned.
All right.
Okay, where are you planning on going?
I guess Crest.
Krez.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is there anything we can do to hide Ismark and Irina as they accompany us? I guess they kind of look like
We should be
regular
able to
citizens.
disguise him.
Yeah.
yeah, give me a disguise check, Vermeil.
Okay. Deception?
No, disguise kit.
Can we stop scrying? Do we have a way of
Is
preventing
disguise kit a thing?
Yeah,
It is. I
thought
it's
it
a
was a
tool
thing.
that you're proficient with. Here.
I don't have it.
No, it's the same thing as with your thieves tools. So just add it. Add.
proficiency?
Disguise kit. Proficient. What stat is that?
Dex.
Wouldn't it be charisma?
I think it's charisma.
Sure,
actually.
it's
That
charisma.
could be. I guess that could be. Yeah. Sorry.
No. It's alright. There you go. Disguise kit added.
No.
Kate, you come up with some decent disguises. You don't have like the stuff to make like a prosthetic nose or anything, but you put makeup on them and you stain their hair, put them in cloaks, and help give them some pointers on changing their posture. Oh, okay. And Tibble returns the hilt from under the mattress back to Jimmy. Okay, as you're ready to depart, Victor kind of scoffs. He seems rather he's like, wait, are we planning on walking?
Do we have
You
a
have some
wagon?
horses.
We have a wagon.
No,
the
we
wagon.
don't.
Oh, that's right. We
Jumped off
borrowed
the
that.
end.
Yeah. I forgot that we borrowed that wagon.
I mean, you can run if you want. I just get tired, so I'm gonna walk.
Perhaps you'd like to go up there and do your teleportation spell and teleport yourself there.
Maybe we could commandeer a wagon.
Perhaps you would be willing to test it.
No.
Well, I am not walking to Kresk. That's retarded.
Well, then that's one less issue we have to worry about. How else do you plan on getting there?
You did come with a wagon.
The wagon doesn't belong to us.
Is
The
the
first
owner
wagon we
here?
had all day.
We could take the wagon back to the Wizards of Wine. It's along the way.
Fair
Or
point.
we could just take it to Kresk and they can get another wagon.
Yeah, I like this idea. Let's just tell them we're gonna take it back and then just not return it. What are they gonna do? Come after us?
If you say that in character, Victor's like, there we go, now we're thinking.
He makes a fair argument.
Nothing like making more enemies. We don't have enough.
That's the spirit. He takes you literally.
Yeah.
I want to take Victor to the side, kind of away from everyone, and be like, hey, we actually have a wagon stashed outside of town. We don't want everyone knowing about it. Hush.
Make a deception check.
All right.
He buys it. Okay.
All right, let's go.
All right. You leave. You head out of the gates, and you don't walk far before Victor's starting to wonder where the cart is. Like as soon as you've walked down the road enough to be out of sight of the gates, he's like, "Okay, where's the road? Or where's the cart?"
Just a little farther.
Jimmy, do you want to show him where the cart is?
No, I'm good.
This is what you're good at.
This is your dog and pony show.
All right.
Here, let me
so
share
in
the
Thieves'
map.
Cant, I want to explain to Jimmy that, look, I just wanted to get him the fuck out of town without being a little bitch.
Uh-huh.
Can you help prod him along?
No, I'm good. We could have just stolen a wagon on the way out of town. It would have been no problem.
We can always go to the tower and find a wagon.
Pieces.
We don't know that.
But we do.
Okay, so a half mile outside of town, Victor's figured out there's no wagon.
This is the worst plan ever. So much for the mastermind.
Hey, I got him out of town.
Works
I
for
thought
me.
you were going to help a brother out, but apparently you're a bitch today, so... my
No,
bad.
I wanted to steal a wagon.
What kind of fucking paladin are you?
Not that kind of paladin. I'm a vengeance paladin.
He
Who are you taking vengeance on?
he's rather
Your
upset.
party?
He demands to know how you expect him to walk all the way to Kresk.
With
That-
your feet, lad.
He
With
thought
your
you were
feet.
serious about. He thought you were heroes. You were adventurers, not this hobos walking from town to town. He says, "I refuse to take one more step until we
All right.
get horses or a cart."
All right,
I
we'll see you
suppose
later.
the wolves will eat you then. Lad.
Yep. Bye.
Okay. He's left just standing there fuming.
Okay.
Okay. You continue west.
Is
Are
the
you
chick
guys
following us or
really
no?
going to leave him behind?
Raider suggests, after we're out of earshot, that Vermil kind of hide nearby to see what he does after about 10 minutes.
Probably just gonna sit and wait, but I mean, yeah, I'll...
This is the worst plan ever.
Okay, I need a stealth check.
Like, why doesn't the muscle just carry his ass on with us?
Well, I'm not gonna
Carrying a
fucking
person
carry
is
him. You
pretty
carry him.
heavy,
Yeah.
man.
You fucking carry him. This is your stupid plan.
I didn't say carry him. I just meant get him to move with us.
Okay, you easily slip into the bushes. You work your way back. Like, you guys just get around the bend out of sight. You work your way back to watch him. You see him standing there. I mean, you can see, like, he's not talking, but you can tell he's, like, having an argument with himself. And
Where's the
more
chick for
than
this, by the way?
what?
Where's the girl?
Irina and Ismark are with you
Okay.
guys. You disguised them and
okay.
brought him with you.
Oh, this was the emo guy. Sorry, I got
Yeah,
Victor.
this is
and
Victor.
Ismark confused. Okay.
Your
That's
ally.
why I was like, why don't you just make him go
Oh,
with
yeah.
us?
Okay, no, yeah.
So-
Sorry, I thought we were talking about. I thought we were talking about Ismark. I didn't want to be a dick to Ismark. Okay.
More than 3 times, he turns and starts to walk back to Valakai. Then he like, he turns around and he starts walking back towards Kresk. And then he stops and he turns and finally he's just like, ah. And he takes and he splays his hands out and he starts to chant. And you notice a glow envelop his hands. And then as he takes and swirls over and he pulls, you see his whole body lights up with a blue glow. and then it fades, and you see almost an unnatural wind start to make his cloak roll as he's just standing there. And all of a sudden, he floats up into the air and drifts up into the sky, and you see him zooming off to the west towards Kresk as he disappears into the fog.
Huh. Nice. Nice. I'll be right back. My baby's crying. I'll be right back. 1 sec.
Well, I'm assuming they can see him fly overhead.
No. You guys don't see anything. At the height he was going, you could barely see his silhouette through the fog and mist.
All right. So he's flying off towards Kresk. I guess I'll catch up with the party. Let them know what's going on.
Wow, Tibble says, wow, perhaps he has some more powers than we thought he did.
Okay. Any change in plans? Still heading to Kresk?
Yeah.
I suppose so. Yep.
Okay.
Could be a total dick to Victor and not show up.
I imagine we're going to have to bail him out of trouble
Okay.
once we get there.
Okay, so what do we say travel? Are you guys moving slow, normal, or fast?
Normal.
Normal.
And that was what?
27?
24 miles a day?
or something?
24 miles a day, I
24
think.
miles a day.
Pretty
So,
sure
I mean, imagine we're gonna stop at the Wizard's Tower at some point for a rest.
Why?
Because we're not gonna make it
to
in one day,
Kresk,
can we?
we just want to make it.
Can we make it in one
Sure.
day? I didn't figure we could.
It's like 1 day. These hexes are a quarter mile.
Yeah, the hexes are a quarter
Oh.
mile.
Okay.
Remember, we almost made it to Valakai in one day from Barovia.
The only thing is, you've always traveled slow so far because you have to move because of the mist. You have to move slowly just to have normal perception checks.
Oh,
If you move normal speed, it's like you're moving fast on clear terrain.
we can handle it. Let's do it.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. D20, someone.
I got this. I feel lucky.
Okay.
God damn it, Nick.
1,
That's good.
2,
We're
3,
higher
4.
No!
Next.
Low is good.
Next.
See, next person.
Come on, Scott.
Yeah, countertime.
Ah,
Raider
Winning.
doing it.
that's why we let Scott do rolls.
Oh snap!
Alright, here. Table.
My big girl's awake.
Well, the good news, it's daytime.
It's not vampires.
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't say that.
So, as you are making pretty good time through the woods on Old Svalis Road, through the mist comes a skeletal warhorse and rider, both clad in ruined chainmail. The skeletal rider holds up a rusted lantern that's shedding no light. It's about
Okay.
40 feet in front of you.
Blasts of eldritch energy are going straight out at it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tell him piss off the way you can.
Was
You
it
wank.
being hostile? He's just trying to
Yeah.
light up the road.
It's
Hold
a
on.
skeleton rider.
He's got a point. So piss off the way you back the way you can, you wanker.
In answer to, go ahead and roll initiative, guys. And in answer to Jimmy's question, no, it had not made any hostile action yet.
Well, with Jimmy question, but yeah.
I mean, Vermeil's question.
I don't know. I see
Sweet
some
for-
skeleton rider. Sounds like it's time to kill it.
Works for
We've
me.
got a bone to pick with you.
Plus, we need the XP anyways. We gotta level up so I get my second attack.
There we go.
I thought you were going to take a level in like sorcerer or something.
No, I'm having enough classes on 3.
Okay, the first person to act, Raider starts to cast an Eldritch Blast, but he forgot the words to it, or just got a late start, or really telegraphed his intentions, but Vermeil's first to act.
He's heaving the sword over his head to start casting. So
Okay.
It's pretty evident.
I will. Man, I'm angry. I will help. Fuck.
You all
Jimmy.
fuck.
I will help Jimmy and Tibble with attacks on these skeletal dude.
Okay.
I mean, that
Neither of
yeah.
them attack. They're walking along the road towards you. Jimmy. Well, I'll take it back. At about 30 feet, the skeleton rider pulls the horse to a stop when it sees Raider start to take an offensive, start to cast a spell.
Yeah. Fuck it. That's what Jimmy says. Jimmy just shrugs and fucking attacks. It's 30 feet away right now?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna move up.
Sure.
I'm gonna rage.
Oh, I'm gonna strip werewolf off of you.
That works. So let me look here. Rage. Here we are. Click it. And then I'm going to use my sword to attack it.
Okay.
The
skeleton
is it
or
in
the
combat
warhorse?
tracker? That's a good question. I'm going to attack skeleton.
Okay.
Or is there an issue with that?
I'm trying to think. Would it have cover for being up on the mount?
I don't think there's anything about.
I don't think so. Nah, go ahead.
Alright.
Like the skeleton could
I
force
give
an
it
attack to
advantage,
target him, but there's no need. 22 easily hits.
I have advantage. I get sneak attack.
Wait, why did you have advantage? Oh, because of rage.
because I helped.
Yeah.
Because Brian helped. Yeah.
So how do I Hunter's Mark? Is that a bonus action? So I can't do it yet. Okay.
Can't do it while you're raging, anyways.
It's not a spell, is it? No, it's a divine
spell.
thing.
It's a spell.
It is a spell? Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I thought it was like something else. That's fine.
At your channel divinity, that's divine.
I thought it was a channel. Oh, what's Vengeance do? Hang on, let me look at Vengeance here. Sorry.
That's
I'm not used to
concentrate on a guy, and you get
Make 'em
advantage for like a minute or
Eh.
something.
Yep.
Like
But
6
you're
rounds.
raged, so
No, that's fine.
Bonus
I'm
action.
just looking at it.
Can you even do your divine smites if you rage?
Yes.
Yeah, doesn't require a spell.
Ooh.
And I am going to go ahead and Divine
Nice.
Smite, actually.
You don't have to decide a divine. Oh, well, I guess you do have to decide now.
Yeah.
no,
Which one?
that's good. It's dead.
Trying to. Oh, okay. Or is it 1d8? Is it 1d8 or 2d8? I don't know which one I'm supposed to
It's
use.
2d8, and then the
You
1d8
did the
also
right one.
because it's undead.
Oh.
So you'll add
Nope.
both of them.
Alright. Sun Sword. Let's drop
Although
off.
it
Sorry,
looks like
I'm
you
And got
added
your
it too
sneak
many
attack,
times.
right?
No, one. Did it click it twice? No, once.
Oh no, the second one. I'm sorry. The first one includes undead. The second one
Oh,
is
okay.
in case you
Fine.
upcast it.
Go clear that one off then.
I did.
Alright.
This is a ridiculous amount of damage.
It's one dead skeleton.
Okay. Instant death. So you hit it for twice its health.
Alright. Problem solved. Now tell the horse, piss off the way back the way you came.
Okay, it's very dead. Tibble. The skeleton just explodes as Jimmy runs up and slashes the radiant sun sword through it. It's obliterated. The rusty lantern drops to the ground.
Mine?
Mine? I'm going to move to where I'm about 15 feet away from the horse.
Okay.
And ready in action to attack if it attacks somebody else.
Okay, with the bow.
No, I'll finish my movement. Oh, I guess I can't ready movement, can I?
Correct. Well, you can, but you can only ready one thing. So
Right.
you could move adjacent to it or in range and then ready in action.
Don't really want to get in range of it. Oh well, I'll just run up to it. I'll run up to it and attack it, and then step back.
Okay.
I should click off my spell.
You hit with the 19. And
Of
hit for
course.
as little as possible.
Yep.
Second one hits for the 21 for 9 damage, heavily wounding it.
And I guess I'll just punch it because that's fun.
Okay, 19 hits, and you drop it. It turns out it's vulnerable to bludgeoning damage, so it takes double.
Nice.
Nice.
Hey guys, someone needs to message Scott. He's not playing D&D right now.
So, the skeletal rider and his mount are both just a scattering of bones on the ground now. With the...
And Raider finishes lowering his sword toward it and sees its dust.
You don't think it was a messenger, do you?
Thanks for playing, Raider.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
You guys don't think it was a messenger, do you?
well, it's a little late now.
It's a little late.
Okay, clearing
You should
expiring
heal skeleton.
effects. Clearing
Heal.
initiative. Alright.
Can we, I don't know, look through its possessions and kind of look at that lamp?
Yeah, I called dibs on the lamp.
Absolutely.
Oh, come on.
So,
Fine,
when you look at the
fine.
lamp, give me an investigation roll.
Let me see my proficient.
Someone,
even
I don't
know.
care who.
Skills. Investigation, I'm -1.
My investigation, great, but we'll try it.
Brian? No?
Tibble, you did a lot of studying. You're pretty traveled. At some point in time, something unique about this lantern is that it looks exactly like the same make of lanterns that they had in the monastery. Ordinarily, that wouldn't really mean much, except that you know for a fact that those lanterns were unique. They had a different type of hood, and they had some ornamentation on them. Just the way they were styled, you'd never seen them before you went to the monastery. You knew the ones at the monastery were crafted by a master brass craftsman who has been dead for over a century.
Oh, nice.
Okay, well, we're definitely taking the lamp.
Chances are, you guys just obliterated someone who was trapped here just like you guys.
Huh.
For centuries.
Well, now he's free. Now he's free. We
Yeah.
freed him. We did a good deed.
Sure.
Okay, continuing on.
You keep telling yourself that.
I will.
Need another check, please? Someone?
So who hasn't gotten
I think Tibble is due for
yet?
a
20! Hell yeah!
God damn, dude!
Guess you guys are enjoying this. Alright, okay. So, as you are passing the sign that points up to Argon Vostholt, you see a body lying kind of on the side of the road. You just see a pair of legs. They're bloody, and it looks like someone was, like the person was trying to drag themselves off the road. There's just a streak of blood soaking the gravel of the road.
Well, at least they're doing us a favor by not blocking the road. And
It's getting
and they're
darker,
dying
by
of
the
death.
way. There's been
Okay.
some lightning peels. Not darker like time of day. Darker, the clouds are thickening and getting darker.
Gotcha.
Wonderful.
As you examine
should-
the body, you can see that it's a Barovian man who was clearly torn to pieces by wolves, or maybe dire wolves, considering how
Raider's
large
gonna
the
be on
bite marks
lookout.
are.
Oh, that's no problem for us.
Okay, just give me a perception check, Raider.
Does it look like Victor?
No? Nope.
Alright, that's good.
Based on his garb, you're guessing he was maybe someone who, like, collected firewood. Like, he's got a little rack that's smashed to pieces on the ground near him, but like
Yeah.
a rack that would fit over his shoulders, you could stack up lumber on.
Is it a nice rack?
Wow. So, Raider, you've got your perception on a swivel. You don't sense anything. You don't see anything unusual. You can hear the normal teeming wildlife of the forest. Maybe even catch a wolf howling, but it's way in the distance.
Alright, let's keep going.
Does this look recent?
Uh,
Is someone
the
near the
blood
body
is
check?
the blood is coagulated some. They've been dead for a couple hours at least.
Do they have anything on their body that?
No, as a matter of fact, when you get up and can more closely examine it, they're missing like most of their throat. Their guts have been eaten out. Um, their one of their legs is actually severed and lying next to the body. It's been pretty chewed up. The wolves, but the wolves didn't finish it. Like they ate on him a little bit and then left it.
Oh.
You can also see that he wasn't dragging himself. Based on the bite marks and the wolf tracks, it looks like a wolf drug him off the road.
So is the question why the wolves left him alone?
Examining the blood on the ground, it's kind of chilling as you realize the blood forms an arrow pointing down the road back towards Valakai.
Huh. Maybe they're saying the wolves are going for Valakai? I don't know. Not our problem.
Sucks for Valakai.
No, I mean
Yeah.
like by looking at the wolf tracks, you can see the dire wolves drug his body around to draw an arrow on the ground pointing back back to the east.
Like it's a warning telling us to go back? The wolves are telling us. I bet Straw telling us we're going the wrong way. Turn back. Let's just go.
Like, if we slow down now, would we still make Kresk before dark?
Yeah, you should.
Hey.
How about we just slow down and go more carefully?
I like that.
Okay,
Sure.
I need another
No
roll.
balls.
All right.
You know what? To speed
got
this up, I'm just going to roll however many times we'll need to roll here.
Okay.
There.
Yeah, the truth is, now that he's primed our dice for ones, he doesn't want to burn those ones up
So,
until combat starts.
shortly after you come to the path that leads up to the tower. You guys have talked about stopping there, or are you going to continue?
We got
I
time.
wanna
We're
get to
making
Kresk.
continue, I guess.
I don't know why would we go back to the tower?
Hey, we didn't think we were gonna make it.
We couldn't make it to Kresk to go there. So.
After you cross the bridge, you notice a trail cutting into the woods to the north.
Well, the trail doesn't lead to Krez, so we should keep going.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
You continue the rest of the journey and make it to Kresk.
Alright.
It's nearing nightfall. It has actually started to rain. The clouds are thick and dark. There's no stars. The sun has set, but it's still casting a little bit of light. And I mean, like, it's still lighting up the sky a little bit. But it's really just highlighting the angry purple clouds and the rain that's just droning down on you. Let me back over here. Let's get this. And here. Oh, close that. This one. Let's get a map going. Boop. Okay, we're going to mask that. Alright, I'm going to share this with you. Alright, and we're going to switch Fantasy Grounds over to the map. And let's start revealing this.
Yeah.
I only see how. Oh, they're still loading, I guess. Okay. Or Jason's only sharing parts of it.
Correct.
Okay. That's ominous.
Oh, what we really want is the Abbey.
Let's see here. There we go. Sorry, my mic just turned off for a second. That was weird. Okay, so this is roughly what you see. Like so. Okay, and let's take and put Vermeil on the map. Whoa.
Ha! I have
The
grown.
Hey,
giant.
big boy, how you doing?
I think physically I'm better now.
Let's lock token scale. There we go.
Aww.
Okay,
Guess it's not the size that matters, right?
so
Telling yourself that.
let's change this here. So the road branches north and climbs a rocky escarpment. It's ending at a gatehouse built into a 20-foot high wall of stone, reinforced with buttresses every 50 feet or so. The wall encloses a settlement on the side of a snow-dusted mountain spur. Beyond the wall, you can see the tops of snow-covered pines and thin white wisps of smoke. The somber toll of a bell comes from the stone abbey that clings to the mountainside high above the settlement. The steady chime is inviting, a welcome change from the deathly silence and oppressive fog to which you have grown accustomed. It's hard to tell at this distance, but there seems to be a switchback road clinging to the cliffs that leads up from the walled settlement to the abbey.
Well, since approach, we don't have any reason to think anything bad's happening here.
Can we see anybody on the walls? Any guards or anything like that?
That's true. We see
You
people,
can see a gatehouse, which is showing on the map there.
Right.
There's no traffic here.
Are the gates closed?
The gates are currently closed, correct.
Well, I guess we can saunter on up there.
Okay, let's see if I can center this right. There we go, that works. Okay, you approach the gatehouse. It's a bit of a hike getting up the hill. As you turn up the road junction, you notice Viktor Velakovich is standing there waiting for you.
Of course he is.
He seems somewhat in a huff. He complains that it took you forever to get here. He's been waiting all day, and if you had just taken his advice and gotten horses, you wouldn't have wasted so much time.
We had a nice walk.
Yeah.
We were able to
We met
talk
a
to an old.
skeleton.
We were able to talk to an old friend. We took a meal out for a drag. It was a good time.
He seems more miffed that you take it in stride.
We
As
just
you approach the gatehouse, so let me add Victor back in here. Okay, as you approach the gatehouse, the air grows colder as you approach the settlement. Two square towers with peaked roofs flank a stone archway, into which is set a pair of 12-foot tall, iron-bound wooden doors. Carved into the arch above the doors is a name, Kresk.
Okay.
The walls that extend from the gatehouse are 20 feet high. Atop the parapet, you see four figures wearing fur hats and clutching spears. They're watching you nervously.
We're just gonna wave. Let's smile.
Okay?
Tibble's going to say, winter is coming.
In character?
No, I'm just
Okay.
kidding. I am going to hold up the scroll and say, we have word from Lucian Petrovich, the father of the... It's not an abbey, is it? The church in Valakai. He wishes us to present this...
Church of St.
to the
Andrel.
abbot. St. Andrel, yes.
Yes.
He wishes us to present this to the abbots of St. Markovia.
Markovia.
That
They-
is scroll the map a little bit.
Look at each other. They ask if you're armed.
Yes.
Wouldn't travel these roads without being armed.
Yeah.
They seem to, like, one of them blushes like he just asked a really stupid question. I cannot open the gate without the word of the Burgomeister. Wait there. He disappears behind the wall.
Does he mean a different Burgermeister? Is that just like the term every city uses? Okay.
Burgomeister is what they call the governor or the
It's
mayor.
like
It's the mayor.
I wasn't sure that was something specific to that one city or all cities. Okay.
Remember the first town had a burgermeister too. Kind
Yeah, I
of.
remember that.
It's Irina's
We
father,
buried him.
but he died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We helped bury him.
I just didn't remember him being called a Burgermeister.
I thought it was Ismark's father.
It is. Irina's his adopted sister.
And then she was adopted.
So, after a little while, a man comes back up to the top of the wall and looks down over you. He has a bit of a regal bearing. He kind of looks down, looks you over a little bit, and he says, "A guard tells me that you have something from the priest at the Church of St. Andrew."
A note, right?
That is true.
Very well. You may leave it at the gates and we will retrieve it. Be on your way.
What? That's ridiculous.
We need to
present
deliver
to
it
the abbot.
to the Abbey.
Yeah.
That's preposterous. No one has visited the Abbey in years.
I want to hold up my sigil of the Morning Lord or whatever and say, I'm here on, official business.
Such baubles only protect those who believe in them. We believe in this wall.
And I believe in this. I'm going to light my sword because, everybody else knows why not them.
Okay. Is intimidation check?
No, I don't know. Just.
Oh, you're not trying to intimidate him.
Proving his
No,
whole.
no.
He's just trying to show that he has
Oh.
a holy sword.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
but-
I'm sorry. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay, you light the sword. You can see the guards standing next to him are visibly impressed. Like they're like, look at that sword. His sword is made of sunlight. He has a brief flash of like wow, and then it's quickly snuffed out, and the politician takes back over, and he says, "You have nothing to offer us. No one has any intention of going to see the abbot.
Okay.
We
So
did,
be on your way."
Sir, have you been missing any wine lately? I know that there might have been a wine shortage in some of the towns.
Yes, our
Do we have any more
shipment
wine
is.
left?
We've been out of wine for 3 weeks. Do
Yeah,
you have
well-
news of the Wizard of Wines?
We traveled there and they were unfortunately attacked by druids, but we are the ones that fended them off. And we've restored the winery and it should be back up and running soon.
So I am to take your word for that. From 4 cold and lonely adventurers looking for shelter for the night. One that is quickly approaching.
Please, we've camped out in the dark. This is nothing.
Yes, we would like entry into this.
I suggest you do. We could easily back up that claim if need be by going to the winery, but I'd rather us stay the night tonight.
I will remind the players, instead of the characters, that you actually have a bottle of wine still.
Yeah, I thought we did. I asked that.
You kept 2.
Well, we do.
You kept 2.
Oh,
You
sure.
gave 1 to the chick, and you guys specifically said you might need 1 for something else.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. So
I don't
thank
either,
you.
so thank you.
I remember, but I wasn't sure if we used it. I said that last we had it. But
Let's present the bottle.
Yep.
Okay,
Pull out the bottle.
that's all the recognition he needs.
the finest brand of cheese nuts.
His attitude changes a little. He's kind of like, okay. Like, he recognizes the label right away, that this is one of the good bottles. I don't mean from the winery. Remember, you guys had
Yeah.
the Mardikovs.
fancy one.
The Mardikovs at the
Yeah.
Blue Tavern gave you all that was left of their best wine in exchange for you giving them all 3 barrels.
Oh, that's right.
So, as soon as he sees the label, he recognizes, oh, crap, that's the good stuff. That's the Red Dragon. He says,
Sorry, guys.
all right, I will accept that perhaps your claims are true. I will allow you entrance into our city to our town. I'm sorry, to our community, is what he calls it, for 1 night, and 1 night only. You must leave in the morning. Is that agreeable?
Yes, it is.
Very well. He goes down. He goes back behind the wall. Goes down. You hear a very heavy timber being lifted out of brackets, and then they slide the gates open. And I can go ahead and just remove this mask now. All right. Boy, the music kind of fits this right now. Alright. And you are granted entry into the gates. Just kind of a quick description. The village itself is shrouded in mist, more so than most of the other towns you've been to. The village beyond the wall is nothing more really than just a scattering of humble wooden cottages along dirt roads that stretch between stands of snow-dusted pine trees. So many trees, in fact, as to constitute a forest. This is really just a section of the woods that has been walled off and people are living in here. To the northeast, a gray cliff rises sharply, and the road winding up the abbey is very easy to see from this vantage point. It climbs well over 400 feet up the side of the cliff, switchbacking to get up to the abbey. The burgomaster shows you his cottage, which you're right in front of right now. It looks like it's probably the largest cottage here. You would say it's about 500 square feet total. And he says that you will be allowed to sleep in his home tonight. And assuming that you are able to contribute, you can chop wood or milk cows or whatever in the morning. We'll feed you as well. The commoner cottages, which is all the smaller ones, are probably about 10 by 20 each one. And just passing a couple, you can see that there's 3 or 4 adults, 2 or 3 kids, some pigs, hares, and chickens. I mean, like, this is a commune, really. You also notice that each cottage has its own graveyard. And the graves, you notice lots of them, the ground is disturbed or flat out dug up.
So did it sound like we actually had leave to go visit the Abbey, or was he trying to stop us from doing that?
He says that no one goes to the Abbey, not in years since the abbot went mad. The Abbey itself is named after a priest of the Morning Lord who took a stand against Strahd. The Abbey was once a hospital and convent, but it fell in hard times when the mist swallowed it up. Some of the clergy that were there fell prey to Strahd. Others went mad. Some of them flung themselves off the top down the cliff. And now there is a man who calls himself the Abbot. He arrived over a century ago. Doesn't look like he's aged a day since. He occasionally visits the Shrine of the White Sun. It's a shrine at the north end of the village, or of the community. And he never talks much when he does visit. He hasn't aged a day, and he typically demands tribute in the form of wine. We've actually been very worried about the next time he comes down, because we have no wine. No one knows his name. No one knows where he came from. A lot of people think that he's Strahd's servant. Some people think it's Strahd himself. So no one goes to the Abbey anymore. The bells ring at really weird times, day and night. And the place is filled with screams and horrible inhuman laughter. You can hear it all across the village when it happens.
Great, he's insane.
So
Maybe
When
we
he,
can be
not a
when he
whole lot of
visits
places.
this shrine, what time of day does he normally visit it? Is it getting like visitation hours?
Oh, there's never any telling. It's usually during the day. But there's no pattern. He hasn't been down in weeks.
Is the shrine at that lake-looking place?
By the way,
I'm back, sir.
passive perception. What's the highest we got here? 16 from Vermeil. That's good enough. Vermeil, you notice out of the corner of your eye that Irina is walking along the road to the north there. Just walking off.
I'd like to.
Is Arena the
grab
female
her.
or the male?
The female.
Okay.
I'd like to kind of subtly go over and grab her and redirect her back to the group.
Okay,
Or do you
she's
wanna
walking
follow her?
briskly. You'll have to jog to catch up to her. As soon as you
sure.
start to make a move, you all see that she is just walking this way. She's moving very
All right.
briskly.
So I guess we're all have to go that way. So we're not splitting up, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
You chase after her and just give me an athletics check to grapple her and keep her from moving.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Do we want to see where she goes?
Yeah, Jimmy, you have no problem grabbing her. Ismark is upset, tells you to unhand her, but at the same time, he's also interposing himself in front of her. She looks and says, "Don't you hear him? He's calling me."
Here, who?
I don't know.
Which way was she heading? Towards the Abbey or away from it or what?
No,
No.
up this left to the road. What looks like it winds around to the lake.
Okay. Let's go see what I want to see what she's talking about. Let's go follow her.
I
Okay.
ask her, who's calling you?
He is. I
Who
haven't
is-
heard his voice in centuries.
How old is she? She's saying centuries.
Don't know what to
Raider's
tell you.
gonna snap his fingers in front
I
of her
did not
face and be like,
misstate. That's what she says.
Raider snaps his fingers in front of her eyes and says, "Irina, you've only been alive for what, 20 something years?"
Huh. Foolish child. She turns and if no one's holding her, starts walking again.
I'll follow her a little bit.
Okay?
Raider's not letting this person that says
I want to see where she's heading. Like if she's staying within the walls.
Raider
if
wants
she's trying to leave the
explanation
walls.
about
I want to say,
this
Tatiana,
sexuals.
where are you going?
Brian, first
Raider's
off,
trying to-
inspiration.
Raider's trying to hold.
Okay, you're able to hold her. She's not really resisting. She's just trying to walk through you and failing. Vermeil, you say Tatiana. You instantly see recognition in her eyes. And she turns and she goes, "Yes, hello. Please, I must go see him."
Where are you heading?
That way. She's just pointing north along the road.
Raider's turning to Ismark, saying, looking if he has any input on the
He has the biggest "what the hell is going on" look on his face. He has no idea.
I say we follow her.
He's
see
like,
where it leads.
I don't know who Tatiana is.
Well, we kind of have that. Book
Yeah, we've heard the story.
Yeah.
764 years ago, Strahd invaded this land. Sack Kresk and then Malachi took out Barovia. When he was making a final push for the castle Ravenloft, the enemy stormed out of the castle, fought them in the past, which was bad tactically. It is believed the previous lord came out to fight him to the death. Instead of starving to death, legend says Strahd's brother came from where Strahd was from. Strahd met a woman named Tatiana, who was a young Barovian woman. Strahd's younger brother Sergei had come to Barovia and fell in love with her.
And she flung herself off the.
Like, that was a
Maybe
very
this
brief
time
sum up of the story, but
And was
that
never
was kind of
found.
the story we heard from the Wizard's Tower.
I'm
Yes,
assuming
she-
you're actually telling this to Ismark, right?
I would take him to the side to tell him quietly that.
Okay.
Kind of a brief summary of that, yes. But I also want people to keep an eye on her.
Yeah, Raider's not letting her move right now because this is really weird.
I'll give you the connection. You've already stated it out. She did fling herself from the top of Castle Ravenloft after Sergei was murdered and Strahd tried to advance on her and proclaim his love for her. And the priest, Donegal, back in Barovia, told you that he found her as a little girl at the base of Castle Ravenloft.
And the coup formed in the castle, and that's why she jumped from the walls in grief and splattered to the ground on the base of the cliffs just outside.
Well, kind of.
of
No one ever
Barovia.
found her body.
Right,
Yeah,
but
no
that's
one
what they
ever found
assumed happened. Strahd killed everyone in the castle, except a few trust lieutenants and families who went to the cities, and
then-
they've been in power ever since.
And then went into hiding for many, many years and has just now started to reappear.
Yes.
Raiders
Can we
Raiders
ask
probably
her,
not smart enough to
is
put
it
two
the
and two
voice
together,
of-
so
Is it the voice of Strahd you're hearing, or is it the voice of Sergei?
It is. She starts to weep, like tears start to form in her eyes. It's Sergei. Please, let me go.
Wasn't Sergei the paladin or whatever?
Sergei was the guy buried in the grave where you got the
Doesn't
sword.
your sword have his name on it?
Yeah,
That's right.
You have his sword.
Let's go investigate.
That
I wanna
wasn't
investigate.
Sergei's grave, no, but that was
Yeah, no, it was a
Sergei's
thieves'
sword.
grave,
his
but it's
sword.
Sergei's sword.
That was the guy who
Close enough.
stole Sergei's sword and tried to
The
destroy
thief.
it. Yeah, it was a thief.
Let's just investigate. Let's see what she. I want to see what she's gonna do.
Sergei could be an incredible ally if he's somehow not turned.
So let's let her go to Sergei, but try to keep control of the situation.
Let's keep a leash on her.
Right.
Are you seriously putting a leash on her?
Why
No.
not?
No.
You
Okay.
can hold her down if you need to. You're strong.
Are you letting her go?
I guess.
Okay, she is
We're gonna walk
sprinting,
with her.
but like
Raider's
joyous.
walking right beside her.
No,
Okay,
no,
well, you'll
we're
have to
going
run.
to walk with her.
You'll have to run because she's sprinting now. Now that she knows it's
wow.
Sergei she's running to, she's sprinting down the road.
So why are we
Um,
following the
It's
green
kind
the-
of weird.
according to
As
the plan?
she's sprinting, you notice it's subtle. It's a little more light outside. The clouds are lightening a little. The rain is letting up just a little bit. You can see the people who are watching out of the cottages as she runs down the road. You can see people looking and smiling, like genuine smiles on their face, like looking at someone who is truly, joyously happy. You continue sprinting after her. She does not slow down till she gets to the pond. To the pool, I mean.
Okay.
So, under the lightning skies, the pool at the north end of the village is shimmering and sparkling. Near its shore sits an old gazebo that's on the verge of collapse. A wooden statue of a mournful, bare-chested man, its paint chipped and faded, stands in the gazebo with arms outstretched as though waiting to be embraced. One back up to here. As Irina reaches the pool's edge, an image appears in its sparkling waters. There's a handsome youth of kind and noble visage. He looks somewhat like Strahd, only much younger, and his face structure isn't the same. His sadness in his eyes suddenly turns to joy upon seeing Irina. Tatiana, he says, it's been so long. Come, my love, let us be together at last. Irina gasps and puts a hand on her heart. My beloved Sergei, in life you were a prince of man of faith. We were to be married so long ago. Had this blessed pool called your spirit to me? She reaches toward the water's surface as you see a hand rise up out of the water to take hers.
Hang on.
Is it
Can
a
I
bad
do
hand?
a divine sense on it?
Yes, you can.
I want to do divine sense on it.
Celestial.
Oh, okay.
Raider's still right beside her, if he can be.
You can be, yeah. You can see there's a young man in the pool. He's strong, definitely of noble birth. And he's reaching out of the water. Irina's reaching for his hand.
I'm cool with it, I guess. It's celestial. Celestial's only good, right? It's not like evil
Celestial's
celestials, is it?
angelic. Now,
Okay, so yeah.
angelic can be pretty wrathful still, but it is not
Yeah,
a devil.
yeah.
That is the opposite of a devil.
Just making sure.
As she takes his
Okay.
hand, Irina is pulled into the pool and embraces Sergei beneath the rippling water. You've never seen a happier couple as they both begin to fade from view.
Can we jump in the pool after him?
Sure.
Is she actually disappearing, or is she, like, drowning?
Fades. There's nothing in the pool now. I mean, it's clear, sparkling water. As it happens,
I just don't want to let Ismark jump in.
the clouds break off in the distance on the horizon. There's a break in the clouds, and the sun, you've never seen, in fact, most people in Barovia have never seen sunlight. The sun beams out and casts a halo of light just over the pool. Like the break in the clouds is only big enough for a halo of light to surround the pool. The water shimmers. It's almost like crystal blue, and amazing. And then Yeah.
I feel like we put her beyond Strahd's reach.
I think so.
Go
A peal
us.
of thunder shakes the land, and the dark clouds coalesce all of a sudden into a terrible visage. It is
Oh, he's
unmistakably
pissed.
Strahd. A deep, dark voice from beyond the mountains cries out in the direction of Ravenloft. She is mine! A terrible crack resounds as blue lightning splits the sky and strikes the pool. I need
Okay.
everybody within 15 feet of the pool, which I'm going to say is everyone, to
I
make
was
a
16 feet away.
you know what? Roll a d20. That's how far away you were from the pool. Give you guys a chance. Oh, look at that! 16!
Yeah.
Holy
Right
shit!
there. I can't even say I'm not.
Holy shit!
Maybe he's not doing terribly electrocuted.
Okay, I'll just say this. As you see the clouds going, you guys subconsciously back away from the pool. None of you are close to it and don't have to make a saving throw.
Apparently, we're Barovia.
That is incredible. You guys that's the best rolls you guys will have all night.
You know
Yep.
what? That was a good time for it, probably.
All right. So anyways, the bolt of lightning slams into the pool, and there's just an explosion of steam and water and mud, and as the blinding flash fades away and the smoke and the peal of thunder stops, as you look, you can see the gazebo has been blasted over. It's just shards now.
Okay.
And the pool is just mud and muck. And it looks like it's actually lost about 2 foot of its water level. And it's just clouded and brackish. It looks like you can almost see the water going stagnant and moss growing over the surface of the pool.
And is Irina still gone?
Yeah. That's the question that matters.
Yes, Irina's gone. There is no Irina.
All right. Good. Then we don't care.
Wow.
Off in the
She
distance.
faded away with Sergei, and this is his revenge.
So off in the distance, there is you can still hear this roiling cry of anger from over the mountains. It's just a wail of no. And then finally it just says, "You will pay for this.
Uh-huh. Winning.
Tatiana, I will find you again."
Mm.
And then just an eerie stillness falls over. The clouds kind of go back to their normal angry, as opposed to looking like Strahd's face in the clouds.
Somebody threw a hissy fit.
Antonio Brown?
Raider wants to look at how Ismark's taking all this.
He's dumbfounded. Where did she go? Who is No, you told him who Tatiana is. I'm sorry. Where did she go?
She's reunited with Sergei.
He's safe now. She's safe from Strahd.
For a time.
He's weeping. He's weeping and smiling. By the way, you can see there are people who had, like, some people were following you to it. There are other people who are coming now, and they're looking down, and they see the spoiled shrine, the gazebo blasted over, but they're still smiling when they see Ismark's face. It's the first time you've seen anyone in Barovia ever smile.
Nice.
And this is true happiness, not willful happiness.
Is it like they got their souls back?
Good question, Brian. You noticed, actually, as you were running along, you couldn't really think about it while you were running down the street, but as you thought about it, it seems like everyone in Kresk has a soul. Like, you haven't seen one who doesn't look like they have a soul. You think maybe everyone here has the soul still.
Okay.
Oh, nice. So what do we do now? We win, right? That's the end. He lost.
You
Yeah.
heard she's gonna come back.
He's gonna find her.
He's gonna find her and bring her back. There's only one way to end this, and that's with Strahd's death.
By the way, Victor's got a chubby. He can't. Like, this is amazing.
Wow, that's disturbing.
Victor has one thing to contribute. When you say that she's going to come back, he says, no, she's not. She left this realm. Her soul has left. She escaped Barovia.
Nice.
If you weren't planning on fighting Strahd, I really hope you... It's like, if you were planning on fighting Strahd before, I hope you understand now he's planning on fighting you. You
Good.
just removed the one thing he was after.
Maybe we can stop pussyfooting around now.
Guess there's only one thing left to do.
Let's
What's
go.
that?
Win the whole fucking thing.
Jesus.
Nice.
Victor's ready. He's like, I've seen you fight. I guess I'm ready.
Well, I think we need to.
He is starting to accept that maybe you're right. That unless he has, like, Victor's basically of the opinion is like, look, I don't have a soulmate ready to get my soul out of Barovia, so I guess you're right, and we have to kill Strahd, and I'm on board.
Sweet.
I may not be able to cast the teleport circle, but I probably wasn't forthcoming about my abilities. I've learned a lot of magic from... I've been studying that book all my life. I know how to do more than I've let on.
So that's how you were able to fly away.
He kind of looks and has kind of a sheepish grin in an emo way. Like it looks like he's trying to smile, but it looks painful.
I'm gonna clap him on the shoulder and say, "Looks like you're gonna fit right in."
Okay.
We have the most emo group.
Is the Burgermaster with us?
That's funny you mention it, because you can see the Burgermaster is coming down the street, and he is he's not smiling. He gets to the shrine. He can see the shrine is fouled, like the water is like black and brackish now. It's horrible, and the gazebo's destroyed. He just looks and he says, and with the opening the gates, I have destroyed us.
How do you figure?
That was our water supply.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
We never leave the village.
Huh.
Most of the people who here have never been outside the walls. It's what keeps us safe.
But how do you get food?
We grow it.
You grow it yourself?
Yeah, you see, every house has a garden. Every house has chickens and goats, and you've seen some cows. I mean, they are a commune. They live on this compound and never leave.
So then
What's
why
up
do you
with the
dig up your
disturbed
graves?
graves? Yeah.
We don't. Something from the Abbey does that. We've lived with it for years. We'll continue to live with it. I need you to leave.
Okay.
I swore that you. I granted you. I granted you hospice for the night. You may stay in my house, and you must leave in the morning and never return.
We'll do that.
No, we're going to the Abbey.
Shh. We don't need the Abbey anymore.
You don't need to advertise that.
Why do we not need the Abbey anymore?
The Abbey was for Irina.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't it? I mean, we can still go if you really want to. Take
I
that
think we
prayer
should go.
to them, but
Yeah, I don't think we need anything else here. We
I
can
mean-
get right in if we get the last piece of the artifact.
Well, there's no artifact in the Abbey that we know of.
Yeah,
Look,
but we know what
there
the next
might
one
be
is.
water or something in the Abbey.
So
don't
he gave us, the Father gave us 2 vials of holy water.
Yep.
Is there any reason to believe that the holy water may be able to cleanse this this pool?
Give me a religion check.
Can I consecrate it?
Can I use
I'm
my
not consecrating
inspiration?
anymore.
Do you have a spell to consecrate it?
I don't know. I just realized I was thinking address of that.
Did I put all your spells on your sheet? I don't remember if I did.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
No, we didn't put them all in there. You know that holy water wouldn't hurt.
All right. I'm going to open the party sheet and remove one of those holy water vials, and I'm going to dump a holy water vial
Okay.
into the
You
water.
pour a vial of holy water into the pond, and it actually almost floats on the surface. It's pure, clear water. It actually cuts the surface like if it's almost like the surface tension breaks and parts away from it. As it does, you can see that there's like a crevice in the ground where the holy water flows, and it like seeps down into the crevice. And as it goes into the crevice, you can see that little area kind of clears up a little bit, but the rest of the water remains black.
How many holy waters do we have?
2.
We have one more. And I'm unable to change the number of holy waters on the...
Oh, I'll drop it.
I have 2 holy water. Yeah, I have 2 holy waters on me.
Okay.
Is it enough of an effect that we think adding more holy water is going to help? Or is it kind of like a drop in the bucket and there's just...
It's weird. The holy water's not diffusing. It's staying in that spot where there's a tiniest crack in the ground.
Is that the lowest spot? Or
Yeah.
is it kind of...
It's the lowest spot. You can also see the area around it is scorched and black.
I'll try another flask of holy water.
Okay.
Okay.
Why not?
The area around that crevice gets larger of crystal clear water.
Or do you feel like we're making a difference though, or no?
Making a difference. The question is...
I mean,
is
there's
it
a
making
spot
enough
now
of a
that's 5
difference?
feet across that's clear water in the pond that's 100, 200 feet across.
Huh, well, I guess we'll just keep going then. Do I have any?
I'm going to turn to Victor and say, do you have any sort of bless spell or
He
create water or something?
he
that
smiles
can
in a
help
way
you?
that's not a good smile. It says no.
I have a holy water I could put in there.
Okay.
I tossed mine in too. I'm just gonna delete it.
Okay, as you keep pouring holy water in, that area gets more and more clear until all of a sudden you see the little crack like bursts open and like gives way, and you see the rock around the crevice kind of chip away, and an actual hole starts to form, and you can see water coming out of a spring in the ground.
Nice.
Starts to dilute the water, and you see it starting to regain a little bit of its color.
Nice.
Over time, yes, especially if they were to get a bucket crew and haul out the brackish, spoiled water, it'll be replaced by the spring. It's being fed by an underground spring.
Nice.
And
Well,
Strahd's lightning bolt sealed it. And the
Oh.
holy water has worked its way back down to the clear water and blessed the pool again.
tell
I'm
me
going
welcome.
to turn to the Burgermeister and say, I think we at least have earned the right to stay through tomorrow as well.
He just looks he's cut off by a howl. Loud howl. Followed by a second and a third and a fourth and a fifth. Just a cacophony of howls from outside the walls. You start to hear whistles being blown, men screaming, horns being blown, and you can see along the walls, every 300 feet of the wall, you've noticed there's one guard. They all start blowing horns and screaming that they're wolves.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
An army of wolves.
Like more than we can handle, or?
Raider's looking to see if this is a normal occurrence from the
No,
Burgermeister.
no, the Burgomaster's pale. We're never attacked from this many walls.
Well,
He starts
we
for
try to get
the
up on the
large.
walls?
He starts for the buttress tower you see right there at the corner.
Uh-huh.
He starts for it and starts up. He flies in and starts up the stairs so he can look out over the off the top of the wall.
what's the big deal? Wolves can't climb walls.
Let's go look.
Okay.
Tibble wants to go up the tower as well and look.
Yeah.
Okay. You advance with him up to the top of the wall, and when you get up top, you can see prowling along the hillside leading up to Kresk are just packs of wolves. There are no less than a dozen dire wolves, like with bones poking out, giant wolves the size of horses. You see you see a multitude of werewolves prowling along the tree line, and for every dire wolf and werewolf you see, there's a dozen wolves. It's like every wolf in Barovia has surrounded Kresk. You can see they're all along the tree line as far around the wall as you can see. All of them howling.
So
The
Raider, you
the
got
people
this,
of Kresk are seriously shitting their pants right now.
some look to Raiders like, Raider, you got this, right?
I'm not going down there if that's what you're saying.
You see all of them are scared shitless. There's the Burgomaster, to his credit, he looks terrified. But he looks at all of his men along the wall, which seriously is one every 300 feet. He just looks, and you see this change where he just kind of sets some resolve, and he looks down beside him. There's a giant basket that's just filled with arrows, and he picks up the basket and slings it over his shoulder, and he starts walking down the parapets. As he gets to the first guard, he reaches and pulls out a handful of arrows and adds them to the guy's got a bucket with a bow and arrows and a crossbow, and he adds them there, and he's like, "You'll be fine, son." And he starts walking down the parapets to the next one. He stops when he's just about out of earshot, and he turns around and he says, "Just tonight."
Hey, it might be a good time to give some inspiring words.
Or it might be time to clear out the Abbey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There may be something in the Abbey that can help us.
Let's go fight something
Well,
else.
the
while
Abbey
they're
would be
fighting
easier to
wolves.
defend too, wouldn't it? I mean, it's smaller, it's higher
The
up.
Abbey has walls around it.
Yeah. We just fall back to the Abbey where it's easier to defend.
Oh, the
'cause
walls of
there's
the
less
Abbey are
people
about
across
20
the wall.
feet too. They're actually very similar to these walls.
Yeah, but I thought
They're not as thick.
we'll have a greater guard density on the Abbey.
Yeah.
We can go to the Abbey.
I don't know. We got to shoot the wolves. I mean, not like the wolves brought ladders, right? We're good.
There are wolves here. We could kill the batshit crazy dude in the Abbey that's a agent of Strahd.
Is he? How do we know he's an agent of Strahd? Did I just miss something?
Because everyone here's an agent of Strahd.
I don't know. The guy in the water
Look.
wasn't.
The Illuminati figured this shit out a long time ago. It's an agent of Strahd.
So, the Burgomaster is, like you said, he patrols down the wall. What are you guys doing?
Well, if we can't convince him to retreat, I'm going to help defend the wall.
Okay.
I doubt they're going to want to retreat to the Abbey. Raider doesn't want to fight on two fronts either, but...
Yeah.
10-15 minutes go by as you see the Burgomaster. He returns from the wall with his back up to you guys with the basket empty. He sets it aside. Any of you know fletching? We're going to need more arrows.
No. Not
No,
much of a
but
fletcher.
I could shoot at the wolves without any arrows myself.
Do you said you've never seen this number of wolves, but do you often get wolf attacks?
No.
Do you ever get wolf attacks?
Once a month we'll see wolves. We try to drive them away anytime we can. We've never seen a massed force.
I turn to our group and say, I don't know that the wolves are there to attack crests as much as they are there to keep us here while somebody pays us a visit later.
So you're saying you should leave tonight?
No, I'm talking to my party, not you.
I think we should help him.
About 20 minutes after the wolves have shown up, you can see a guy running down the road towards the pond. He's heading towards the gatehouse, the tower you guys are at. As he's running, you can see that he's panting and he's carrying a scroll in his hand.
Oh. Is he one of the Burgermeister's men?
Yeah, the Burgermeister looks down, and when he sees him, he's like, follow me. He heads back down the stairs, down to the bottom of the wall. He meets the runner by the pond, and the runner hands him a scroll, which he looks at, and he turns and he says, which of you is Tibble?
I am Tibble.
He hands you a scroll. There's a scroll. It has the seal of Ravenloft on it. And in penmanship that you are familiar with, it says Tibble.
Yes.
You can open it, I believe. It's dressed.
Oh, I
dressed
open it. Sure.
Okay, you crack the seal and unroll it. It is another invitation. It's the exact same invitation you guys already have a copy of. Except at the end, it mentions, my carriage awaits you. The runner indicates that this invitation was handed to them by a shadowy figure who stepped out of a black carriage that is waiting at the gates.
We could burn the carriage. Just saying.
Not sure that's how this carriage will work, but you're welcome to give it a try, Jimmy.
Maybe. I really don't want to just try.
I thank the runner for his diligence and bid him good fight.
Can Victor teleport us?
Yeah, can Victor get us to the highest peak or whatever it's called?
To Argon's Fostholt?
Yeah, sure.
He needs a teleportation.
He doesn't know where the circle went. He confesses that he lied about the circle. He made the circle himself. It hasn't been there for years. He just didn't want to tip off how much he knew. He wasn't sure whose side you were on, but in watching you, he's become convinced that you are his way out of here.
You're a bit of a little shit, aren't you, Victor?
And he has no remorse about his parents, by the way. Couldn't care less.
I wouldn't care less about them anyway. They're batshit crazy.
So I guess the wolves are here for us too, then? We
The
slip out
wolves
the
are
back?
here to make sure we
The
stay
wolves-
here.
Yeah, let's slip out the back.
The wolves just
Where?
want
There
us
is no back.
to go. Strahd wants us. That's it.
Yeah.
Raider's gonna ask Victor how many people he can make fly.
That's an excellent question. How many people can Victor make fly?
Depends if Moon Door is involved or not.
Yeah, I think we need to play cat and mouse game for a little bit until we get the rest of our
Yes.
cards completed.
Oh, man.
I think it's 1+1 per slot above third.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming
Concentration.
is not going to be enough.
He can do... He could make 3 of you fly.
Oh,
That's not including himself, though.
He can make 3 people fly, period.
Right.
And it requires his concentration.
Because Raider also knows how to fly.
what is it?
But he sure does.
We need one more then for that to work.
How many? Is there any chance that we can carry someone
No.
while flying?
Nope. Fly allows you to fly. It really just kind of makes you counter your weight. It doesn't...
Right.
You don't really have
There
that
is-
much of a carrying capacity.
Is there any secret tunnels out of here or no?
No. We've never intended to leave.
That's a failure to plan ahead.
Well, either I don't want to get on that carriage,
I don't either.
and we got 4 people that can fly, and 1 person that's really good at turning into someone else, or we fight. Or my just
Let's just fight him.
There's
Fight-
infinite wolves.
Fight all the wolves.
Is there? I don't know.
There's probably, just
How
on the
many wolves
side
are-
you're facing, there's a dozen dire wolves, a dozen werewolves, and probably 100 wolves.
Oh.
Just
there
on
any-
on the north side.
Do we know of any gaps in the lines?
No. The whole
Okay.
of Kresk is surrounded by wolves, werewolves, and dire wolves.
That's what we want to do. What does the brains of the operation want to do? Because that hasn't steered us wrong yet.
You guys wanted to take Irina here, so
That's
now
a
we
good
get
plan.
a Strahd. I don't. There's
Okay,
no way out of this realistically.
All right, let's go kill Strahd then.
We're not
What?
ready.
Why not? We
Because we haven't-
reunited Irina with Sergei. Irina's free.
Yeah, that's weakening him somehow, I bet.
Because we haven't gotten what was it?
the prophecy last
We,
part.
yeah, we
That's
haven't
gonna
finished the last card of the prophecy.
Yeah, but we have the Sun Sword. We have
Yeah.
Victor.
We have the weapon, we have the knowledge, we have the one who will help us, but we don't have the holy symbol.
Are you a holy monk?
I don't think he is. Or no.
No, I'm not a holy monk.
I'm not a holy rogue. I mean, you know.
Yeah, me either.
This is the least holy paladin I've ever met.
Yeah, I'm not that kind of paladin.
Like, we got busted breaking and entering to kill some vampires.
Victor, do you have any invisibility spells?
I think it's time to you, Jason.
I'm looking.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but I cannot turn someone invisible and fly at the same time.
Mhm.
They'd probably detect us anyways, wouldn't they? Because it's the smell.
Victor knows we need to defeat Strahd. Is there anything he can do to help us with that?
Yeah, exactly. It's what can Victor do for us?
I'm with you. I have decided that you're my only way out of here. So
So
when
you'll
you're
go
ready to
with
go,
us.
let's go.
Hey, 3 out of 4 ain't bad.
Wow.
Well, you
I'm
guys
so
can
glad The
play
operation.
rock, paper, scissors. I got my own way out of here. I can fly myself.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm so glad he's the brains of the operation.
You brought
Gotta
up
be.
the risk.
Gotta be a way out of this.
All right, let's just go. There isn't. Let's
Does
just
Victor
can't
have to
figure out
stay
where-
in range of you when he casts fly?
Let's see, is the
I mean,
concentration
does
spell
Victor
automatic?
think that? Does Victor not think he's going to be hunted?
He doesn't have to go with you.
Yeah, we're going to come back for him.
Yeah.
Victor could cast fly on 3 of you, concentrate on it for 10 minutes, and you guys could get however far you can get in 10 minutes.
Is there going to be any like line of sight issues with that?
No, he touches you. It lasts 10 minutes. He
Yeah,
says you'll
fly
feel
off.
you'll feel when it's about to wear off. So
Well,
don't
let's do
fly
that
too
then.
high.
We'll come back for you.
Where's the tallest mountain? Wasn't it north above Lake Zarovich?
No, the tallest mountain where Argen's Vostholt is southwest of Valakai. If that's where you want to meet, he could cast Fly on you. You can go, and then he'll try and catch up.
Otherwise, we could meet at the tower. That one wizard's tower.
Like he could leave. Like you could fly away, and then he could try and fly after you, because like he's still got spell slots. He could cast Fly on the three of you.
Oh,
You
yeah.
leave, and after 10 minutes, he can cast Fly on himself and try and catch
I
up.
like the DM times what we can
We
do.
can try to race away.
No, you guys asked Victor what he can do.
Oh, I know.
That's what he can do.
It's a good idea.
So, is the mountain that we need the one just southeast of Svalich Woods?
If
Well,
we're looking at the map of Barovia, it's no, that's Yester
It's the
Hill. If
one-
you went there. No,
This is
if
Argon
you,
Vostholt.
yeah, if you look at Valakai, it's just west of Lunar River. Yeah, that arrow's pointed at Argen's Vostholt.
All right.
So that's where we need to go. Okay.
And how? That's.
But it's almost night, right?
We can travel 120 feet every 6 seconds or whatever if we're dashing with Fly.
Yeah,
Isn't it
you'll be able
almost
to
night,
you can make it all the way to Old Svalich Road easily. You can get quite a ways from Kresk before it wears off. In 10 minutes, you can cover a lot of ground.
though? What time
Let's
is it,
do it.
Jason?
It's evening. Like, the sun is set. It's getting darker.
Do we really want to go out, guys? We can just stay here the night. Leave in the morning.
That's a bad idea.
The cart's already here for us.
Yeah, I think we
Okay.
need to go.
All right, let's do it then.
I think we either go cart or hightail it.
All right,
Where's
let's
the
do it.
GFTO?
Okay. The plan is Victor will help you guys make your escape, and then he will try to catch up at Argen's Vostholt when he can.
Works for me.
Okay. Victor begins casting, and 3 of you, all except for Raider, suddenly feel the ability to fly. You lift off the ground, and yes, you have a fly speed of 60 feet for the next 10 minutes. So that's... See, a round is 10 seconds, right? I used to think it was 6, but that was 4th
Wasn't it?
edition.
I thought it was still 6, but I could be wrong.
There's 10 rounds a minute. It's still 6.
I thought there's
Yeah.
6 rounds a minute now.
Still 10 rounds a minute.
Is it? Okay.
Yep.
So, we're talking 120 a round times 10 rounds times 10 minutes. You'll be able to get 12,000 feet. So 2 miles.
Okay.
You'll be able to make it 2 miles down the road before Fly wears off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you can basically make the bridge near Lake Baratok.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then book it.
Yeah.
Are we
Fast.
booking
travel.
up to the tower to sleep there, or are we booking to Argon
They'll
Vostholt?
just surround the tower.
Yeah, we gotta get to the artifact.
I mean, it's a risk either way. We could technically go to the tower, rest up, and then try to fly back to...
So here's the thing. As you're flying, you can see, you see the horde of wolves that are surrounding Kresk. As soon as you fly over, you see the carriage turn and start to ride back to the east. Not fast, just at a ponderous pace. And you can
And follow
you can see in the time that you've flown off, you can see the wolves that were on the south side have already started to head east.
After us, basically.
So, as you set down at the bridge, you can hear the wolves coming. You can hear wolves howling in the distance and baying, and it is getting closer.
All right, so we should keep moving. All right. Move
Yeah.
fast pace.
Yep.
Okay. I need see this. Okay, so you continue very quick pace as you get about here. Let me switch the map there. There we go. Nope, not that one. Not that one. There we go. Barovia. Here we go. As you're getting closer to the fork that leads to Argen's Vostholt, you can hear the wolves. They are getting closer, but as you're riding along, you see on the north side of the road, there are probably 8 humanoids. And as you're running along, like you almost run into them because you guys are running so fast. It's really kind of hard to see much of anything. You see 8 of the berserkers with the crazy white mud scrape all over their face, holding battle axes, and they just watch you as you run by.
That works for me. Maybe they'll fight the wolves.
Oh, sorry, AJ Don. You have a great night, man. I'll post up the stream tonight. So they just watch you go by. It's not another quarter mile before you see a group of druids, wearing the same garb that the ones from Yesterhill were, and they're just watching you, clutching his staff. One of them's actually got his hand up like he's preparing to cast a spell, but he doesn't. They just watch you go by.
Oh, they're scared of taking the kill away from Strahd.
Better we're going the direction they want us to go right now, so they're letting us just go.
Okay. You get to Argen's Vostholt, and there is a large direwolf standing on the pathway to Argen's Vostholt. You can also hear the braying behind you getting closer. But there's a direwolf poised right on the beginning of the path leading up to Argen's Vostholt, blocking the way. It's just growling at you menacingly.
We're going to kill it or no, guys?
Everything's letting us go by. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because we've gone the way it wants us to go. We're talking about splitting off the path.
Yeah. It's growling menacingly because it doesn't want us to.
Would we be able to cut through the woods like right down here somewhere, or no? Or is that
That's what I'm curious about. Like, we may have a fight through that, but...
You could try.
Jason? Sure.
I mean, there's quite a cliff to scale.
Yeah. Which way is that cliff going?
Up or
the
down?
road is going up the cliff, up the side of the mountain.
Okay.
If you tried to cross anywhere but here, you're going to have a hell of a climb.
Okay.
This is the pass, basically.
Unless someone's
so,
telling him not to, Raiders charging at the direwolf.
Yeah, I'll move Raid. Let's kill the direwolf.
Okay.
Yeah.
The direwolf snarls at you and charges back. Everyone roll initiative.
I wasn't quite ready for that. But Jimmy was.
Jimmy was.
Okay, Jimmy, you're the first to act.
All right. I want to rush up to it.
Sure.
Knock it prone.
You can try.
What? Yeah.
It's a large beast.
I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Yeah. Okay. It starts to like lunge towards you, and you just dive aside and swat its front legs, and it sprawls to the ground, totally not expecting to have its legs taken out from under it.
Yeah. And then I'm going to grapple it.
It's funny every time.
Okay.
Jason, like you motherfucker. Oh, okay. That's not fast. I thought I rolled a 1 for a second there.
Fail to grapple it.
Oh, I failed to
Okay,
grapple it?
who's
Shit.
going next?
Well, it's prone at least.
That's his turn. Did you put a prone on it?
I did, but here, let me
Tibble.
do that.
All right. I'm going to run up to it and do what I do.
Oh! Actually, Jason, I'm sorry. I couldn't do that anyways because I can only knock prone and attack at the same turn.
Oh, you're right. All right, then you whiffed.
So,
All right.
You miss with the
I
no
missed.
daichi, even with
And
you
I'm
miss the
going
second time. You don't really miss. It's just its fur and hide is so thick, you're not landing telling blows.
Wait, it's prone. You have advantage?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
just
you
sucked
rolled.
it up even with
Yeah.
advantage. But he lands the
That's right.
snap kick for 9 damage, lightly wounding it.
And then I'm going to run by it, just kind of continue on for a little bit and then screech and turn around.
Okay.
Oh, there's another direwolf. Great.
Yeah. As you run up the hill a little bit, you see a second direwolf coming out of the trees. Like down the hill, growling menacingly at you.
Is it... Am I now between it and the other direwolf, kind of sandwiched in?
Yes.
Oh, screw that. I'm running back the other way.
Fuck this.
Well, you don't see it until you run up the hill. Like,
Oh,
you've already
okay.
committed to running up the hill before you even see it.
All right. Is what it is. Let's go.
Raider.
Raider takes a large swing at this prone direwolf.
Hitting.
Yeah, my just whole let's get in the fucking carriage and go there healthfully was such a terrible idea now.
18 damage. It's heavily
What are
wounded.
you talking about? That's what I said to do. You didn't want to do that.
And he does another big swing, trying to
I was
just
ready
like...
to do it
All right.
time.
Raider's doing these giant
Right
power attacks on it.
Yep.
Just throwing haymakers with the greatsword.
Nice.
Tibble goes, oh, that's how it's done.
Crit.
Nice.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
nice one.
Finishing.
For
He got a good
27.
slice on the first one, and then he just brings it with two hands and like executes it style.
Yeah,
Very
absolutely.
nice.
Yeah, you just destroy it. Okay.
Raider got his 10 hit points.
I already had that from.
Yeah, he already had him.
Well, da.
Okay.
Yeah,
That was a
we
kill.
all have 10 pinpoints with a inspiring story.
And he's gonna keep on moving as far as he can. I'm not sure how much further he can move.
You could get. I'd let you get in front of Tibble.
Sure.
Vermeil.
Tibble's going to pat him on the back as he runs by. You go, boy.
So
Good hit.
Tibble and Raider are basically near you, and the other direwolf would be far away.
Alright. I'll try to go up and help Raider and Jimmy on the wolf.
Okay, no problem. All right, direwolf, the second one, howls loudly, long, and then charges. Raider's in front, so it ends up attacking Raider. Target, there we go. And it tries to make a bite. Critting.
Oh,
You and your goddamn crits.
That's how
Jason.
we roll. All right. He does 13 points of damage, reduced down to 2 after heavy armor mastery and 10 hit points. And he invokes a strength save, which Raider fails.
Yep.
Getting
Prone.
proned. Okay, but that's
Well,
his turn.
Not bad. It's not bad as it could be. It's just him at the moment.
And
Knock on wood.
that's when Direwolf 3 comes out.
Yeah, sorry. Spoke too soon.
Direwolf 3 rushes up, dives on Raider as well. Whoops. Yeah, he's got him targeted. There we go. Whoops. Direwolf 3, sorry. And he attacks. Critting.
oh.
Of course.
I got a 20 and a 1. It's kind of funny.
Shenanigans.
Does it tell you
Why
that? I
did
do
you-
that? Yeah,
Why
see?
couldn't you get one in it too?
It tells you I dropped the 1, because I'm not you. I don't roll super good.
Really?
I wasn't
Oh.
here to show you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, it does 19 damage, reduced down to 16 from heavy armor mastery.
Oof.
And that's
Kill.
the round. Jimmy,
Alright. I'm gonna run up to 2 and attack it.
okay?
Or I'm gonna knock it prone first, or try to.
Okay.
You have advantage either way
Do I have advantage?
on the first attack.
Crone's good.
On the first attack, you have advantage, yeah.
Why is that? Though? I can't remember.
Because
I helped.
Jimmy helped you.
Oh, nice. I want to do it for everybody, so I'm gonna do it anyways. I mean, instead of rage, I don't want to rage yet, so. Let's knock it
Okay,
prone.
that's pretty good. Check. Yep, he's prone.
Alright, so I'm not. Prone. On Direwolf 2. And then I will action. I'm gonna sneak attack. I'm gonna attack it first, I guess. So. Alright, so sneak attack. I still want to channel Divinity to hurt him get us through here. What do you guys think?
You
I
mean
would-
Divine Smite?
Yeah, Divine Smite, I mean.
Might want to save that, but
might wanna
Yeah, that's
save
my
it.
other thought. I'm going to save it. Yeah, you're right.
11 damage, heavily wounding it.
Did you sneak attack? Oh yeah, you only get
Yeah.
1d6.
Yeah, 'cause I'm a really weird class build.
Yeah.
Tibble.
I always forget.
All right, so I'm going to run up to Direwolf 2 and Nadachi it.
Okay, you hit this time with a 23. And inflict 10 points of damage, critically wounding it.
I'm
as
going
written
to.
on the ground, he's saying, "Save one for me," in a very angry tone.
Oh, but I get 10 hit points too. All right, I'm switching my attack to Direwolf
Oh, yeah.
3.
You could use your sword if you want to.
Well, only if he
Right
uses
here,
the
I mean.
spear.
Yeah.
Switching this attack to Direwolf 3.
Okay. 17 hits. Nice hit, too. 14, heavily wounding it.
And then I'm going to pop it on the nose.
Okay, and you connect with the super kick for 10 damage, critically wounding it.
And then
Damn.
I'm going to look down at Raider as I back up and say, take your pick.
Finish. Yeah. Don't back
Nice.
up, go forward.
He's not even gonna. He's just gonna do a normal attack to.
He's going to stand up first, though, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I should probably remove prone.
which
Boop, boop.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
roll again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I would have hit either way.
Okay, yeah, both hit.
I was more for crit vision.
Easily killing it. Direwolf 2 is dead.
And he gets a bit of a smile back as he takes the life of that direwolf,
Nice.
and then goes for a normal attack on the other one to
Hitting.
extinguish it as well.
And
Uh-oh.
that kills it, even though that was the
Just a
worst you
light.
could do.
Just a light
It had a bloody
stab.
All right, and we
Done.
resume running, right?
Moving on.
Yeah. We're
Okay.
running.
As you move further up,
He's gonna
Let me
also
guess there's a direwolf. Number 4.
always doing terrible second wins.
Oh,
there are 2 more direwolves up the road.
Bullshit.
They're
How far have we
probably 30 feet. They're actually within range, Raider. If you didn't want to use second wind, if you wanted to instead
Oh.
go up and attack, but
Sure. Yeah, if I.
because you had a bonus
Suckers.
action left. Sorry, I didn't put them on in
Yeah.
time.
We're not going to get there. It's just going to be a wall of direwolves.
Raider's ready to kill a wall of
I was gonna
direwolves.
put you back at 21 wounds.
Oh no, I already did that. I was.
Oh, you did. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So we're
And
just
then
going to die to direwolves before we ever get there.
so what are
Let's
you
go.
thinking, Vermeil?
We have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Slices into the next one.
Yeah, carves into it. Vermeil. The direwolves are both adjacent to Raider.
Alright, I'll just attack the one that's hit. I want to try to only be in range of the one, not both.
Ooh, good hit. Very good hit.
Very nice.
And they're about to go, so I'm going to disengage and move away.
Okay. You fall back till you're.
More than 40 feet away.
Yeah.
Just a little bit away.
Okay.
Well,
Jimmy.
they're adjacent to Raider, so.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
All right. I'm gonna,
they're near you. You'd have to advance up to stand by Raider to fight them.
all right. I'm going to move up. I want to shove Direwolf 2 prone.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm going to do Direwolf 1 because I really want to get Dad's we do less damage. So sorry. Direwolf 1.
Okay.
Probably not going to do it.
You do not.
All right. So I'm gonna attack, but he's approached Jason, so if I hit, I still get my whatever. Yeah.
15 hits.
Sneak attack. Let's see. Sun sword damage.
You do 8 damage,
What?
lightly
I
wounding
hit,
him.
did I hit the wrong one?
You
Yeah,
hit the
you're
wrong
turning
one.
Sorry, I meant to do one, not 2. Sorry. I
Sorry.
misclicked the wrong
Hold
one.
on, let me put that to 0. Drag
shitty
that
damage.
damage onto this one. Boop. There you go.
Perfect. That's what I wanted.
Just enough damage.
Okay.
He was about 30 feet away from me, so I'm just gonna stay where I am, I guess.
Okay. The dire wolf will attack back at Jimmy.
All right.
Hitting with a 19 for 7 damage, forcing a strength save, which you succeed.
Of course. Naturally.
Tybalt.
All right. Rinse and repeat.
Easily hit for 8 damage. Easily hit again for 12, heavily wounding it. Basically, you guys are just advancing, basically almost like leapfrogging over each other. Just each person advances and carves into a dire wolf before the next one steps up to cover them. Raider.
Some more great sword carving, but the first one and second
Okay,
one
those both
are,
whiff.
second one catches a thick tuft of fur, but that's it.
Yeah. Vermeil.
Heavily damaged, so let's go up to attack. Alright.
Curious if I do that.
And then I'd like to get behind someone with armor.
Okay,
That'd be Raider.
no problem. You advance up and hide behind Raider. At the top of the road, just before it goes over like a crest where it levels out, you can see a cloaked figure. He seems to be kind of hunched over. You can't see his face. It's hidden under his cowl. He is holding a long, wicked-looking rapier.
Okay.
But he's got it pointed at the ground. And he's holding out his hand in like a black gloved hand in like a gesture to stop.
I want to set my brightness of my sword to like a greater radius.
Okay.
Oh, is it our boy? The vampire hunter?
I was wondering about that too.
You can't tell from here.
Have we had any
Van
real
Richten is his name.
You can give me a perception check.
Octavio.
Jason, have we made any real progress on like moving up this road or no?
His real
You've
name
advanced
is Van
about 90
Richten.
feet.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Perception?
So, yeah, give me a perception check. Yep. You do recognize his gait, just the way he's walking and maybe the hilt of the sword. He comes walking down. As he gets closer, he pulls back his cloak. You can see it's the half-elf, Rictavio. Well, not really Rictavio.
Van Richten.
Van Richten.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what we called him before, but his name is Rudolph. I don't remember what I called him before, but it's Rudolph Van Richten. As he comes down, you can see he's got visible claw marks on his face. His sword is bloody, and it looks like he's bleeding a bit from his chest, from his stomach.
Nice.
His cloak is stained with blood, and he looks and he says, "Afraid I'm a bit out of practice, but I see you guys have been up to trouble."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Currently
Yeah,
running
so-
from it, so
We're going to
we'd like
end
to
it.
keep on
Yeah.
moving.
Let's walk
I
and
see
talk.
you've been shopping. At least you've been to the mall.
What?
Oh,
Oh god. So terrible. So
I'm going
bad.
to take away someone else's inspiration for that.
Oh my god.
So you can see he's pretty tired, and he looks and he says, "We're
Thank
going
you
to
very
Argon's Vostold. Not the
We're
tower,
attempting
not
to
the
reach it.
castle."
Said he went there?
No, he's asking you. I see you're going to
Oh, we're-
Argon's Vostold.
Yes.
It would seem our Lord and Master wants you to go to Castle Ravenloft.
He's not our Lord and Master.
Yeah.
I don't know what you just did, but I saw the sun today.
Mm-hmm.
Tatiana is back with Sergei. She left.
He's floored. What? How?
We pushed her in a well.
Is that what
We
you're
found a
saying
girl
in character?
Barovia.
No. No.
We found a girl in Barovia. We escorted her all the way to Kresk. And Sergei was in the pond. And they joined, and she left.
He's looking at I don't know if has he seen Jimmy's sword yet? I don't think he has.
Jimmy has it out right now, lit up.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, yeah,
I'm saying this is the first time he's seen
yeah.
it. He's like,
Yeah.
that's Sergei's blade.
Yep. It's mine now.
How many have you found of the
This
prophecy?
is it.
2.
I'm
3.
just gonna. We said
3.
the history already.
3? Found 3? Sure.
Found Victor.
Victor is following. This is it. I'm gonna say this is it.
Our final piece.
What was
our
the second
final
thing
piece
you
of
found?
The history.
You found the sword.
You found
The
the
history
you
knowledge.
found the Tome of Strahd?
Yeah.
Wait.
Then all that's left is the icon.
Yeah.
The icon, the
Yeah.
holy symbol.
But someone
the way
of
there
divine,
now.
someone touched by divinity must wield it.
That would be me.
He kind of
More or
smirks
less.
a little.
More or less.
So do we.
Where it counts.
He looks back up the mountain. He looks down and he says, "You're truly going to do it.
Yep.
Very well. Strahd's not going to let you go.
We don't
If
need
you
to,
have
we don't need to let
truly-
us go.
If you have truly freed Tatiana, he will never stop until you're dead."
We just need to stop him long enough to get this last piece.
We're not here with Strahd.
He looks
Strahd's
down at
here
his
with
rapier,
us.
the blood dripping off of his cloak, and he says, "I'll give you as long as I can."
Good man.
And then you
Friends, you
hear,
have it.
"So will I, Father." As you look down behind
No,
you,
it's the lady.
you can
the
see
girl.
Esmeralda floating down.
Yeah.
She lands. You can clearly see her right leg is prosthetic at this point.
Nice.
She lands. You can see she's got blood all over her. She's got claw marks on her. She looks, and Van Richten is like, for a second you see like he's just like tears form in his eyes, and he's like, I thought you were lost, Esmeralda." She goes,
Does the sun come out?
"No, the sun does not come out."
Oh my god.
She says,
Oh my
Daughter
God.
came out.
"Not yet, Father." He
No,
says,
the sun. S-U-N.
That's
Oh.
so
Yeah, I
terrible.
know.
"The son,
Okay.
the one that he drove a stake through his heart, he killed his. Maybe you didn't hear that story. Sorry, Van Richten killed his son."
Yeah, we heard the story.
Yeah, I thought Esmeralda told you about it. Well, anyways, he says, "One last time, then?" And she says, "Yes, Father. Go, get the icon." The two of them turn and start down the hill, start back down the road. You can already see direwolves coming, and
That is gonna
Esmeralda is
ask-
starting to charge up a spell.
Oh, Ader wanted to ask if they had any spells to hide our passage, but if they're already
No, yeah, they are a little
A little
indisposed. Like there's
They're a little
already, you
busy.
can see 3 more direwolves coming up the hill, and you can
Alright.
now see like that braying that's been getting closer and closer. It's getting really close. Like you can hear their paws on the road down below. They're coming,
time to haul ass.
and you're going the wrong direction.
We're gonna go the right direction in just a moment. We just need them to quit being bitches.
Okay, so here.
Apparently,
Close
Scott
that.
doesn't go for cursing
Close
puns.
that. Close that.
Yeah, they're kind of shitty.
Nope, not that one. Nope. Nope. Here we go.
Is anyone worried that our divine wielding werewolf is our only divine guy?
Yes, and he also has the only thing that will kill Strahd, and if both of them have to be used at the same time, we may be spooched. It may be time to give the Sun Sword to Raider.
I'll deputize you guys.
Raider,
That's how it works.
why wouldn't
Exactly.
Tibble use the Sun Sword?
Yeah, or that.
Raider
So-
wants to use a giant blade.
So you continue up a winding branch of Old Swellich Road that goes all the way up the forested slope of a mountain. You can hear, for a while, you can hear roars and screams and growls, death howls, but eventually the sound of the battle kind of drifts away in the distance. You hear the thunderous crackle of more than one lightning bolt, and you're pretty sure you see the detonation of a fireball down below you. High above the river valley.
Esmeralda's kind of a
Sorry?
kind of a badass. Esmeralda's kind of a badass.
Yeah. High above the river valley, just a quiet promontory upon which looms a sepulchral mansion, its turrets capped with fairy tale cones, its towers lined with sculpted battlements. A third of the structure is collapsed, as has part of the roof, but the rest appears intact. A dark octagonal tower rises above the surrounding architecture. Out of the fog comes a distant peal of thunder, quickly accompanied by the howling of wolves in the woods below. But the house stands silent, seeming like the fossilized remains of some long-dead thing smote upon the mountainside. And let me see if I got a... Let's see here. Here. Let's take this. We're going to make it look like that. We're going to mask it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to share it. And
Say that name 3 times really fast. Argenvolt.
Argensvolt?
Argensvostholt.
Yeah.
Argensvostholt? Yeah, no thanks.
So,
We'll call it Argy
first-
for short.
let's see what I can reveal here. Whoops. Let's do there. And we'll do basically there. And there.
The big reveal.
There. Trying to get this set a little better here. Share.
There's only one place I want to reveal.
Point of view. There we go.
What's that?
Ravenloft.
Ravenlow? But we need this icon. We have to fulfill the prophecy.
Let's see here.
When we get there, is Victor there?
No. I mean, he said he's going to try and catch up, but... There does happen to be a shitload of wolves between him and you right now.
Kind of sad we missed a lot of Kresk.
Yeah.
It could have been fun.
Okay, that's basically what you see right now.
And we're coming up from the west there.
You're coming out from the west, yes. And I guess I could even put you guys on the map at this point. I believe it's Raider. In fact, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. And then it was what, Jimmy? Tibble.
Well, when this is over, Vermeil, you and I can go spend a nice week in Crest, get to know the city.
and
No homo.
Vermeil.
No homo.
Dude, fuck that. If I kill Strahd, I'm out.
Okay.
I
I
don't
have
know.
no idea how I
Barovia
survived.
Barovia may be a groovy place.
So,
Alright, you damn hippie.
perched atop a 10-foot wide, 10-foot high cube of granite is a moss-covered statue of a dragon, its wings tucked close to its body. The statue looks east towards the mansion.
There was something about that. The dragon go the way the dragon faces, or something like that. The riddles.
It was part of the description. Is there any carving on the
And
base
it looks
of the
something
dragon?
like this.
Pretty tall.
Yeah.
God, I
Is
don't want
there-
to come alive.
Any carving on it?
I see a fallen house guarded by a great stone dragon. Look to the highest peak, Argan's Vostold.
The
be a
statue's
holy order.
10 foot tall. It's very imposing, perched upon a granite block. It is a silver dragon of noble bearing. Its spiny frill is cracked and broken in many places. The statue is very old.
I mean, if Raider remembers that we're going to the highest peak, he's zooming towards the actual entrance to head into the tallest tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly, tallest tower.
Put that down here.
It might be guarded by the dragon.
Don't got
So-
time for that.
There are
Yeah, that's a fair
flagstone
point.
steps that are flanked by stone railings that climb to a landing in front of a pair of tall wooden doors with rusted iron bands and knockers shaped like small dragons. Carved into the lintel above the entrance is the word Argan's Vostholt.
Sounds nice.
Raider's running up to the door and kind of muttering under his breath that it better not shock him as he's going to try to open it.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
As you step foot on the landing,
You
the
get shot.
dragon statue opens its mouth and exhales a cone of harmless cold air.
Harmless?
Yes, it's very cold, but not enough to cause damage. It cascades. It's a 60-foot cone. Whoops, that's not cone. Alt.
Maybe it's an alarm.
Alt. There you go. Basically like that.
To blow
It
the door
exhales
open?
a cone of cold air that washes over all of you, and it's very frigid, but it's not enough to cause damage. There's
What is enough to do?
it's there's a bluish frost that comes out with it, but it just, instead of being like this continuous blast, it just kind of sputters.
Maybe the magic is so old it's not working right?
Probably
Could
so.
be.
Inspiration.
Yeah. I'll take it. All the help we can get.
Okay. Okay. The door is unlocked. When you push it open, it reveals a foyer. Let's recenter the view. God dang it. I need to click the unmask tool. There we go.
I didn't know magic cold breath had an expiration date.
Don't question good deeds.
I'm fine with it. I am not gonna complain.
Jason, when we get inside, is there a bar on the side? Something that would close the door?
I thought you meant something totally different for a second.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you need
where's
to
this joke going?
I was like, Jesus.
He's gonna convert to a drunken brawler
It's like,
now.
No, you fucking lush.
He needs a stiff drink.
All right, first thing we do, raid the liquor cabinet.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we're
Are
on
you
a quest to
kidding?
kill
Some
Strahd,
century-
but
Some
we
centuries
need
old
some
rum?
drinking.
Shoot.
Whoops. All right, just pretend I didn't reveal that much,
I didn't see it.
and don't go back and look it up. It doesn't matter.
Oh, that?
Yeah, I didn't mean to reveal
Okay.
that much.
I did see that room. Sorry.
Okay. This room feels like a king's tomb. A grand staircase leads up to stone balconies held aloft by stone pillars and arches. A tall, faded tapestry depicting a nobleman in silver armor hangs from an iron rod above the staircase landing. 6 sets of double doors lead from this foyer. Along the walls, displayed on marble pedestals, are 3 alabaster busts of handsome men. A 4th bust and its pedestal have been knocked over, and their shattered remains lie strewn across the mosaic floor. 2 chandeliers of wrought iron hang from the ceiling like monstrous black spiders.
Jason, when we were outside of Argynvost were we able to tell which one of these towers was the tallest?
Yes, the big octagonal one in the back,
Okay.
to the east. There's a very large one to the back.
Did anyone else hear spider chandeliers?
Yeah.
As you pass into the foyer, a great shadow with wings moves across the walls and disappears. You hear a soft bestial hiss in the darkness.
Raider's muttering that he hates this place already.
Which
Yeah.
way?
That
Which way
seems to
was
run
it?
up-
I
it
should
seems
be
like to
clear
run
that
upstairs.
there, one of the sets of double doors is open to the back.
Those
Yep,
ones?
Jay,
that one.
Is that where the
Jason,
hiss
as
was
we-
from?
The hiss kind of emanated from the whole room. The shadow
Okay.
wafted across the room. I guess it wafted from like southwest to northeast.
From Raider's knowledge of castles and anything, which way does he think will lead to the tower he wants to get to?
Give me a
Stairs
history
or-
check.
Yep. He's really good at this.
I believe in you.
Raider, the only thing you're certain of is like it'll just vary from castle to castle. This is less of a castle. This is really a mansion.
Right.
But it's difficult to tell if you should go upstairs to the landing, which is about 20 feet up, or if you would continue to the back. But the tower that you're looking for, you're sure would be in the very back.
Like, in that area.
Yeah,
Back there.
yeah. It was
the back
definitely
right area?
at the back end was the tower that rises way above the rest of the mansion.
Yeah. Let's go that way.
Jason, do the surroundings look like old and undisturbed, or is it clean?
The place, it's old, decrepit, dirty, dusty. It also looks like the whole place was looted. Not looted. It looks like a battle took place here.
Can we tell how recently?
A very long time ago. This reminds you of coming across an old battlefield.
Okay.
You revealed it again.
I know, you guys said you were going back.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought
going
Raider
back.
was going to get to the stairs. and
I'm
ask him
I'm
already
be,
if he's
I'm
going up.
beelining. Yeah, I'm beelining for the tallest tower. So
I think the hiss thing, since it went southwest to northeast, went across the ceiling of the room.
Mm-hmm.
So I would
No,
try
it
to
didn't.
warn you.
It was across the floor.
Oh, the floor?
Yeah, it cast a shadow on the floor. There's no light source, but it cast a shadow along the floor.
Is there
Unless
no
you say
roof above it?
otherwise, I'm assuming the sword is lit.
yeah.
If Raider looks up from the stairs, is there more stairs going up from that point?
No, they just go up to up to the balcony up there. There's a balcony 20 feet up, supported by those 4 pillars.
Are the doors up on the second floor or no?
Yeah, those doors are open.
If you'd have to go up the landing a little bit to be able to tell. Give me a second, I gotta answer.
I mean,
Jen.
there's doors here? I wasn't sure if they're on the first floor or the second floor.
Second, Jen's messaging.
No problem.
So, I'm sorry. Are you gonna go up the stairs?
Well,
Yes,
are those
there's-
doors on the first floor or the second floor?
Doors are all on the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
floor.
Okay. Yeah, let's go up. Sure, why not?
Okay. I'm just going to recenter the map. I'm not going to move your characters. We'll move your characters when it happens. So, you go up the steps, and at the top of the landing, you see this.
And this is the tapestry, I presume.
Yes, that is a tapestry. As you've gotten closer, you can see it's just destroyed. It's in utter ruins.
What?
tapestry?
The tapestry.
I don't
You
see
haven't
tapestry.
shared it.
Oh,
No, it's
that wiggly line.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same map. You just have to.
It's the same map. I just moved it. That's why I
Yeah.
recentered.
No, I thought you
client
were
view.
sharing a picture of the tapestry.
Oh no.
Oh, the tapestry is destroyed?
Yeah, it's
it's
just in
rags.
tatters. It's ancient.
Alright.
There's also passages leading north,
So we know-
and south, and also
We know the tower is that direction,
to
right?
the east.
Northeast of the tower.
It's east of the entrance.
East
Is there
of the
something on the tapestry?
It was
a
just
man
a.
in
It was depicting a
silver
nobleman
armor.
in silver armor, hanging
Okay.
from an iron rod,
Okay.
but it's just in tatters. So
So
there's two stone balconies that flank the main foyer. There's balusters carved to resemble knights in shining armor, supporting their elegantly carved stone railings. Weapons and shields festoon the walls along each of these walkways, while alabaster busts of handsome men flank hallways that lead north and south away from the foyer. At the west end of each balcony is an archway that leads to a spiral staircase going up.
More up or more east?
I think we need to go more east.
yeah, east. So let's go. I like going up and then that way.
Okay? Agreed?
Sure.
Sure.
All right.
We're taking the direct route.
Is that a door? What
Absolutely.
is that? A wall? That's probably. Oh, no, never mind. That's a wall. Dee-dee-dee.
Two doors.
Okay. So, as you enter the north alcove, you see a red velvet curtain hanging in front of an alcove in the northeast corner of this hall.
Ignore it. Keep going.
Okay?
There's what? I'm sorry. What was in the alcove?
You don't know.
Red
There's a red velvet curtain hanging in front of it.
Oh, okay.
Unless you guys want to investigate it, I was just gonna ignore it.
No, I just
What-
want to get going.
All right.
Okay?
Everybody's
Yeah.
net. Let's do it.
Open
You
that
can see
door.
another red velvet curtain to the south.
Yeah.
Okay? You're going through the door.
Yep.
So do we need to head to the southeast side of this castle or the northeast?
He's at east.
Oh, there's just a tall tower to the far east?
The tallest one is the
'Kay.
far east. Yes.
This door opens out onto a wooden balcony that overhangs the mansion's chapel. An exquisitely carved wooden throne rests at the west end between two doors, and narrow archways lead to spiral staircases going up and down. Hanging from the high ceiling is an iron chandelier with candle holders shaped like tiny silver dragons. You're 20 feet above the floor of the chapel below, which I can also describe.
There's a dragon in there, right?
Down below you, you can see that cracked wooden pillars support a wooden U-shaped balcony that you're standing on. There's narrow archways leading into spiral staircases there as well that curl up to the balcony, and a door set into the north wall that has a wooden beam over it, barring it. That's right here. I'm going to center the map back on the first floor.
Okay.
That arrow is where there's a barred door from the inside.
Okay.
At the east end of the chapel rests a stone altar that is flanked by iron candelabras. The altar is carved with a rising sun bas relief. Tall, arching windows set with panels of stained glass decorate the walls behind the altar. One of the windows has been shattered, covering the chapel floor with shards of colored glass and allowing a thick fog to enter and fill the room. Through the fog, you can see 3 armored figures kneeling before the altar.
Huh. Are they moving or no?
They do not appear to be moving. Well, they are. They seem to be chanting, praying at the altar.
Time to keep running upstairs.
Yeah, let's go up.
Okay, are
What
we
was
attempting
it
to
on
do
the altar? You said it was a sun, or?
Yeah, you guys recognize it's the symbol of the Morning Lord.
Okay, so they're probably good guys.
Give me a
Just
perception
give me a
check.
skill for me.
Sure. Skills, perception. Like maybe they're ghosts. I don't know.
They smell too bad to be ghosts. They smell like rotting bodies.
Oh, nice.
And with that scent, as you look, you realize their armor, they're wearing chainmail, but it's corroded and tattered and falling apart. And you're pretty sure they're dead people.
Oh, that's interesting. We should keep moving.
Yeah, but is that a holy symbol?
Well, we
It's
need to go to
carved
the
into
high.
the altar.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have
carved
to-
on the
Oh,
altar
okay.
is a symbol of this Morning Lord, yes.
We're supposed to go to the highest peak, and we're not there yet. So let's.
Yeah, but the holy symbol could be on the altar. That'd be a good place to have it.
But it specifically said look to the highest peak.
Okay. I think we can try to go up. I think we're probably going to get...
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
Kate, are we trying to be quiet?
Sure.
Yep.
You don't have to. I'm asking.
No, we like being quiet.
Okay, I
We're
need a
quiet
group
bunch of
stealth check
guys.
to make for the staircase. I'm going to center it back on the first one.
I mean, I do have my torch.
There you
I do have my
go.
sword lit right now, so I don't know if that's gonna make a difference or not. But maybe stealth so they don't hear us.
Okay,
Maybe they're too
Raider
focused.
really sucks it up, but everybody else does good. So you managed to make it over to the staircase quietly. There's a narrow window that allows dim light to enter this 5-foot wide spiral staircase. It goes both up and down. And outside, I'm going to go ahead and reveal what you see out there. Did I recenter the map already? Yeah, I did. Okay. Reveal.
Is that a mountain peak over there, or
No.
is that the highest peak over there? I mean,
No.
that's not it. Okay.
So, looking out the window, you can see what looks like an elaborate mausoleum above a cemetery and a staircase that's leading out from that barred door down below.
Very nice. Does that look like the highest peak or tower or whatever right there, that up there, or do we think we're like in
Nope.
the highest area?
No, it does not. The octagonal... Oh, I'm sorry. From when you were on the balcony, you could see up above the chapel.
Yeah.
It skyrockets. It goes up
Okay,
40
okay.
feet above where you're at now, and you can actually see a ledge up there.
So we're on the right track.
Yeah, and there's like a staircase that spirals all the way up.
All right, that's what we're gonna do.
Let's go up.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's just go up. Quietly.
Raiders
Quietly as church mice.
loutish.
Second here. Alright, let's mask this one. We're onto another map.
Now, see, the bottom with that southern spiral staircase is going up. Your right hand is not towards the inside of that. So it's actually backwards from the way it would have been designed.
Okay. What do you see? You see this. Dang it. Give me that. Oh, I see what's getting caught. Okay.
Open to below. Open and above and below.
So, let's get zoomed in there. So, as you continue up the staircase, there's actually a window facing into the chapel, and you can see the area down below on the right side of the window, or looking out the left end of the window, you can see where the tower continues climbing up and up and up. I'm assuming we're not stopping.
Right.
And
Nope.
just to make sure it's clear, there's the rest of the area that you can see out the window. You're getting quite high up.
I really
I
like
love-
the fading they did.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'd
because
like
of
to
the
go
mist.
higher.
Yeah, this guy's map
Because
is
of the
pretty sweet.
mist. It is.
This guy's
Yeah.
map is what?
The guy's
Sweet.
map,
Nice.
he did a really nice job on the map.
Oh, yes, he did.
Because
I
the mist
do like.
blurs out the
I
outside.
do like that.
Okay,
Up.
you continue up.
Third floor, lingerie.
Gonna recenter the
You
map
say third floor?
to here. We're gonna do that. And we're gonna do this. Matter of fact, we're gonna do this. Like so. And like that. And
Oh,
like
nice.
that.
So we're like on the roof now.
Oh,
Mhm.
geez,
Looks like
there's ballista.
Okay, I think that's what I was trying to show.
All right.
So, there's a stone battlement that encloses the roof of this turret. A spiral staircase descends to the level below. I'm sorry, this still continues going up, too. You can see onto the roof now of the mansion itself. There's a huge hole in the center of the building. You see like a silver dragon perched on the roof, on the north end of the roof. You can also see roof turrets positioned all around, and the two larger towers on the north end of the mansion both have large ballista on them. You can see the remains of a ballista on the west end, and you can see the entire southern half of the mansion is collapsed.
All right.
Just horrible debris. And this is the landing you see there is from when you were you could see it from below, and there's a landing and then a staircase that spirals up the tower.
Excuse me. So we're pretty sure there's something flying around above because we saw it. So we should definitely be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a good dragon.
Yeah.
Huh.
Right.
Or the Solar Dragon. Solar Dragons are nice, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are continuing up, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Why really flub that? Let's try that again. There we go. Okay, we're going to really zoom in here. And as you're rising up the stairs, you see a phantom warrior. He is... See if I've got a picture of him. I do.
On
You
a
see
different
this.
building.
No. As you're climbing up the steps, he's right there waiting for you.
But I see him like I think we're over here, right? Like over here, and he's like over there.
No, I got to move your tokens. That's
Oh, okay.
It's the same map. It's just moved over a little bit.
Okay.
So you see a spectral remnant of a soldier or knight. It is. It looks partially tangible, partially ethereal. And I'm gonna put you guys on in marching order. So it'd be Raider, it'd be Jimmy, it'd be Vermeil, and then
Oh, we're
Tibble.
above the smash roof. Okay.
Yeah, you guys are above it. You're climbing higher and
Okay.
higher. As you get to
Perfect,
this
perfect.
level, you see that this tower is made of arrow slits. Like there's each one of these is an arrow slit that faces out. As you come up, there's a phantom warrior, and you see him drop a spectral bow, and a spectral shield materializes on his arm, and he draws a spectral sword. Roll for initiative.
Can I hold up the symbol of the Morning Lord? I'm not sure it's gonna matter though. Let's see.
I believe in you.
Okay, Jimmy, you're the first to act.
Okay. Hang on one second.
Say, hey, look at this.
Yeah. I'm just thinking here. So I have my sword. Does the sunlight from my sword affect it at all, or no? Or
It does
can't
not
tell?
appear to be burning or hissing or anything.
Okay, like that. Okay, nothing obvious then. I'm gonna throw my silver dagger at it, I guess.
You have a undead killing sword.
Yeah, but you're in front of me. I can't get to him, right?
Oh. Can he?
You can get up to him. Two
Okay.
people can get up with him, because there's actually
Alright.
a landing up there.
Okay, then I'm gonna
It'd be
get there.
difficult terrain moving through him, but it'll be all right.
I'm gonna get up there and hit him. That's Phantom Warrior 1, so I'm gonna try to knock him prone first. Actually, to try to rage or not. I don't know how tough these are. I'm gonna gamble. I'm gonna try to knock him prone. I don't think it's gonna matter, but why not? Does he have legs? Or are they more like mist?
It's kind of misty. Like I said, it looks like a ghost, really. But you hear it draw its sword.
Yeah. I'm just gonna rage. Fuck it. I may live to regret this, but I'm gonna do it.
How many rages you got?
One more.
Sweet.
Yeah, that was my thought.
How many rages you need?
Well, it depends. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna get another one after. No, I'm not gonna rage. Fuck, I'm not gonna rage. I only live once. I'm attacking if I get to my character sheet. There.
Oh my
Action.
god.
Sneak attack.
Good
that goes
hit.
to him.
Nice hit.
That's why you don't multi-class. There's no finessing.
Well, no, that's why I don't multi-class into 3 classes. I didn't mean to. They didn't plan it this way.
Hey, look as you go.
It's a good hit.
Oh yeah,
Very
I mean,
good hit.
It is a undead killing sword.
Vermeil.
I don't even know if I can hit this damn thing. I'm going to try to.
I'm
Hell.
going to switch where Jimmy is. He's
Oh yeah.
pushed up onto the landing.
And actually, when I did that on bonus action, I want to disengage and go back to my original position if that's okay.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not raging. I don't want to stay. I'd rather Raider get hit than me if possible.
Okay.
I will. Do I think it's going to be possible for Tibble to like run around and try to hit the dude? Somehow? With his monthly acrobatics?
I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's kind of crowded. I think we're at a stopping point anyway, guys. I think we're going to have to stop
Okay.
here
Yeah.
because we've run way
it
over.
is.
Yeah.
So we will pick up right here on
All right.
Vermeil's turn
Okay,
whenever
I'm going to
we
help some people.
start again tomorrow or next Tuesday.
Ooh, that'd
Yeah.
be awesome.
Oh, wow.
Can we play?
Sorry.
I thought someone can't make it next Tuesday.
I can go next.
Originally, I was the one who couldn't make it, but that meeting got moved,
Oh,
so
okay.
I can make next Tuesday.
Okay, awesome. Well, then I can't wait to pick this up next week. Got a whole lot done today. Good job, everyone. And definitely advanced the story along quite a bit. In fact, you kind of put things in fast forward.
Yep.
So, All right,
We're on our way
I
to kill
will
Strip.
catch all of you next week.
Definitely
All
later,
right.
Bye-bye.
Later, guys.
To those who tuned in on the stream, thanks for watching. We'll be back next Tuesday at 7 Central. And be getting to Castle Ravenloft pretty soon, it looks like. Good night.